No, you guys are.
Welcome back to Forgotten World Adventures, where a bunch of my nerdy friends and me get together and we play Dungeons and Dragons.
Hi.
Hi. We are missing a couple of guys. We are missing our Tay and our Josh. We won't have as many fun peanut gallery comments probably, but it's okay.
I think we'll be a lot quieter today.
I can make up for that if you
like. They will be missed today. I think Tay sent his stuff with you though.
Yeah, I've got his character sheet here if we need it. So
cool. Let's see. Last time you guys were able to get down into the basement, you found the items that you were looking for. Found out that the wand was being used to keep corpses cold. And
seems like a blatant waste of power.
He's the Sir Francis Bacon of his age. What can you say?
And the ring obviously was being used in some fashion, or at least to protect the man that was wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys didn't really dig in to find much out about the guy down there, but
no, Geralt kind of killed him pretty fast.
Yeah,
so we didn't really have time
Geralt killed him, so you didn't get to talk to him for sure.
Yeah, so we didn't get time to talk to him.
Yeah.
And then Shalia kind of distracted us.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Yeah, Shalia decided to kind of
Can I borrow a
oddly, not exactly uncharacteristically, but oddly decided to make her way up to the top of the house and search around in the books, seeking some sort of knowledge about the place rather than helping out as everyone went to fight. But we did have a few other odd decisions to not go to the fight, but it was what it was. It was kind of an odd turn of events. But you were able to stop the creatures that had been created and even save Tristan, who had an arm removed. It looked like there was another arm to be attached, sitting nearby, but that work didn't get done.
Ouch.
So he's with Geralt, who has pulled him out and is trying to take him back. Is wanting to take him back to the Ruby Heart. But as you guys were making your way out, you ended up running across an odd little creature. This short, stubby little lady that is a little bit heavy set. And talks like this.
Mama Odie.
Wondering where her mushrooms all went to, with the big house on top of them. She made a couple of comments, and then we kind of left things there after she had commented a little bit about some people having some burdens on their heart. So yeah, we can pick up from there. You guys do have the items to take back to the Onyx Tower, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in the talking with Shalia, since people were not very happy about the fact that she ran off, she did some to defend herself a little bit. But this old lady kind of has acted as a bit of a distraction from the situation that was turning into something bad for her. I can't remember. Did she voice that she was just not really totally sure of stuff yet?
No. She just kind of said
Okay,
hi.
then I will let that come to light as we go. Yeah. We'll pick up from meeting this old lady, who again has asked where her mushrooms all went with this giant, what you guys did to bring this giant house on top of her mushroom patch.
All right, here's the biggest question: should I patch her into the mental network?
No.
Oh damn!
Why would we do that to someone we just met?
I don't know. I kind of like the expressions they make. Kind of go like, "It's really nice."
Surprise!
Surprise!
And then great, they know what we're thinking.
Not really.
Not really.
Like I asked before, what you did to go and kill my mushrooms? Putting this house on top of it.
I did not make the house appear. It was just
We
here.
came here and there was a house.
Mm-hmm. That's right, Cher. Well, that's a little bit of a horrible turn of events. They were tasty mushrooms.
Do you have any of the spores?
You ask O'Day if she has any spores, sugar. Of course I do.
Can I see one?
Not here. You want to come back to my place? We definitely can. I can show you spores.
The reason I ask is I am a druid and I could use some of my magic to help them grow back.
Well, that's good. I like that right there. If you want to look at these spores, like I said, you can come with me. I'll go show you. I just need to take some things there. I just need to take some things here. I was trying to make a good stew.
Well,
I think
there's
a kitchen back there.
There's a kitchen with lots of spices and stuff. Seem to be still good.
Well, let me go take a look. She starts climbing up into the stairs and into the house. She's like,
Don't touch the wine. It is really, really bad.
"You said there was wine back here."
I'm whispering it to these guys. I'm not connected to her.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying to her.
No, that's why I went like this. It's like, don't touch the wine. It smells really, really bad.
The key word was wine.
I probably reeked until Caleb did a prestidigitation on me.
Geralt looks. He's like, "I believe that was O'Day."
Who? Sorry, do I know who that is?
No, you do not know who this lady is.
Okay.
There we go.
Who's O'Day?
I believed until this moment she was simply a myth, the white witch of the swamps.
Perhaps she still is a myth.
Look at what she's wearing. Is she wearing white?
Yes, it's really muddy and,
It's really muddy, that's what I thought.
gross, but it is definitely something that used to be white.
It used to be white.
It used to be white.
She's been in the swamp for a long time then.
The witch. Which witch?
She called it
The
Blood
Sand
Witch.
Witch.
She's a witch. She hasn't done much to improve her looks.
Well,
White witch of what?
The swamp.
Of the swamp, right? That very on the nose.
Yeah.
well, that's all I ever grew up knowing what she was. Just some odd figure in the swamp you didn't exactly want to come across.
Why didn't you want to come across her? She seems pleasant enough.
Well, the old stories were that people often met their ends after
Wait.
meeting her.
Say this in your head so we don't offend her.
People often found their ends after meeting her.
So she's like a bad omen.
Yes, not unlike your caped friend over there.
I caused none of those problems, by the way. The humans and the elves and the dwarves and the Chejungi can all find more than enough ways to bring misfortune on themselves. They don't need any assistance from me.
But they sure like to blame it on someone.
Absolutely.
Well, you're an elf yourself. Either way, I have seen 2 myths come to life today.
2.
Yes, him. Well, I guess I met him yesterday, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I was like, two.
In as many days. But her, I worry now.
We're all gonna die.
I need to take Tristan back to the camp. She you hear her turn around. She's like, "Now don't you go nowhere, none you. I'm gonna be right back here." She just goes, slowly making her way to the back.
I think we left the gate open.
Apparently your white witch doesn't want you to go anywhere.
Yes, and I'm not exactly sure I wish to upset her. But I'm not sure if I want to stay.
I look out the front door. Did she shut the gate behind her? Or is the gate still wide open?
Oh, gate's open.
Gate?
No. Gate is not open. Gate is blasted to pieces.
I like her style.
She was able to destroy the gate that we could not touch.
Yeah.
I think she's more than a witch now.
I'm not a witch. She's a wife.
So, it's a little while. You guys are talking amongst each other, and she finally comes back. She's like, well, there is some spices in there, but nothing that is of any use for my gumbo.
That's a shame.
Not even aged peppers.
We got those.
You guys
when
took
we
them.
gave
Oh,
her-
yeah, we got those, yeah.
And gave them to her.
I
I
gave
think
it
we
to
gave
her.
them to her, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, she went back to find other stuff, and nothing good. But what you gave me before, right there, that is sugar loving good. Don't even question it.
Well, I guess we should all go on our way. Seems like we're all headed in different directions.
No, you not. You going with me.
And why would we do that?
'Cause you go walking through this swamp at this time of night, Shay. You're gonna be in lots of trouble.
Because she's going to make us some gumbo. Come on.
Yes, I want gumbo from a witch that I just met.
I'm
Through the
cons-
mental lake, he's like, make us some gumbo or make us some gumbo.
I'm concerned with how food motivated you are.
Mittens is all for it.
You know, I'm not exactly up to going into this. I know food sounds really good, but really?
I was like, we just met.
I think she just might make us gumbo.
I've been thrown by Big B made food too many times already.
Why would we go with
No fried
you?
chicken.
If you're gonna use him,
no
though,
chicken
I'm not.
gumbo.
I'm
Can I
not
roll an
I-
insight?
I'm all right. Yeah, you can roll an up. You can roll an insight.
On her.
Yeah, on what she's been doing.
I got a 19.
19. You do not feel threatened by this character.
Okay.
Is-
Mittens is all for it. I'm ready to go, you guys.
So is my detect thoughts still going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I know she can hear me, but am I picking? I know she knows I'm there somehow, but.
As you kind of focus in on it to pick up thought,
Mm-hmm.
she's like, "It's mighty fine and finger licking good."
I'm actually going to try to probe deeper.
Okay.
So that's a wisdom saving throw. It's
Yeah.
it's probably gonna.
She's
fail.
not even going to try.
Oh. Okay. She'll just let me in.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently she has no secrets.
That worries me more somehow.
That bird's gonna make a mighty fine gumbo.
I just get a bunch of recipes for serving kanku.
My friend the coroner, he knows exactly how to cook him. No.
I just start making suggestions. On
All right.
Just
So
kidding.
you're gonna probe deeper to get. So it's not surface level thoughts. It's like
It's like I'm looking for as an action you can either shift your attention on the creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw.
Mhm.
If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind. She already knows, so
she absolutely knows and let you right in.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Okay.
You might need to make me a wisdom save.
I might need to make a wisdom save. Okay.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Naked, or else she'll be rolling around in the gunk downstairs.
No, so as you probe deeper, these are her thoughts, what she's thinking about. You immediately catch the deep, empathetic feelings of the pain that is on the hearts of those around her.
Oh, okay.
And you feel similarly like some sort of a light here to it. These thoughts that she has hope for those around. But something that looms heavy on her heart. This is what I need. This is what I need you to make me a wisdom save about.
Okay.
So make me the wisdom save.
I'm just saying, you just dug a little deeper.
14.
14. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
No.
what looms heavy in her heart hits you like a ton of bricks.
Okay.
Hard. There is so much weight to this, and there is so many. There's like it's a compilation of things. The feeling of absolute dread and just pure raw bloodlust that you feel from this, from the creature that she knows is amongst you.
Okay.
That is almost mind-breaking.
Okay. What creature is she talking about? Or are you talking about?
Possibly maybe Key's blood god.
Is that oh.
Literally lusting for blood.
On top of that, as I said, this is a compilation of things that you get, right? Something that like the real threat that exists connected to the Agamoth. And what could happen with what they're attempting to do. And the threat of this world coming to its end.
Okay.
Because of those things. Like, that's what you get. It is all of that. But that raw, psychotic, gleeful, destructive part. As if she knows this thing personally. That's how clear it comes into your mind for just a moment.
And to be clear, the psychotic is the thing in question. The psychotic, murderous, blood craziness. Not her.
Not her.
Not her.
Again, you know that it is something she opposes. And that she would wish with all her heart to destroy. But just having it even grace your thoughts is so hard. You are brought to your knees.
Okay.
And you just like, ah! You take, sorry.
That makes me want to go with her even more.
Estás bien chismoso.
Everybody on the party line just gets a little static feedback. Someone bumped the mics.
Serious question though, if
You
two people
take 8 psychic damage.
Alright.
if two people use detect thoughts on each other, do they get a feedback loop?
Oh, that'd be horrible.
It's like holding two walkie-talkies up to each other. Just
Oh, it'd be so bad.
You just see them both staring at each other going,
That actually might be the case though, because if you get service thoughts and their service thoughts or your service thoughts are analysis of your surface thoughts, which are analysis of their surface thoughts, and back and forth.
It's an infinite loop until the 1 minute runs out.
Oh, that'd be bad. Well, that's the end of the spell,
Yes.
and you are left with those thoughts.
Alright. And I'm like, I don't, on the party line, I'm just gonna say, I don't think we have anything to fear from her.
and you're on your knees, bleeding out of your nose.
I'm not bleeding out of my nose.
You should totally pull out your book right now and just kind of go.
I'll get that for you. I mean, what book?
I agree
Did he
with the
close it on
bot.
his nose?
Oh, now I'm bleeding out of my nose.
Yeah, but if she tries to put me in the pot, I'm done.
I would not do that, you stink!
A little bit of paprika
I
will
didn't
fix
connect
that
her to the
right up.
party line. Sorry.
She obviously doesn't need to be connected to the party
Yeah.
line.
Yeah, we thought.
That's why she's kind of. She's not connected.
What did I
I would not do that. You
It's not like the dragon.
She just kind of makes her way walking. She's like, are you coming or are you coming?
I'll follow.
I guess we don't have a choice.
I guess not.
She,
Geralt's like, are we really going?
Apparently.
Do you
she,
want
does, she
to
doesn't.
Just,
She
do you
doesn't
want
mean
to
us
cross
any
the witch
harm.
that blew up the fence?
Well, do I want
Or that
to cross
took the
her?
bar
No.
to his
Do I
knees.
want to follow? I don't really want to follow that. Do you?
No, but do you think we have much of a choice?
We have weapons.
She blew the fence up that we couldn't scratch.
This is true. Fine. Don't you worry, say it.
To be fair-
say it.
To be fair, that only means she has firepower, but not defense.
That's true.
We don't know about that one.
I will just walk you right over to my home right
Do you
now.
want to test it?
DM question: is
Mhm.
Tristan
No,
awake
not
or
really.
still unconscious?
But
Tristan
just
is
something.
conscious. He was healed and brought conscious. As far as the wound goes, it's really rough, obviously.
I was just wondering because if he's conscious, we're going to need to carry him. But if he's awake, he just needs an arm to lean on. So draw got that.
Yeah. So yeah, Geralt's
Even though
got it.
my strength is minus 1, so I can anything there.
Yeah. Geralt's got him. Tristan's like, don't worry, Geralt. It'll be alright.
Says the man who was kidnapped and got his arm cut off.
Yep,
By
my
her.
confidence is lacking in lots of people right now.
It'll be alright. So you guys make your way. Following the old lady, who now at this point has like a torch out. Just making her way. Confident as ever walking through. Every once in a while you guys splash down in kind of like a shallow pit of
Gross.
yeah, mucky bog water, but
I vote to try to avoid that.
Excuse me.
it's after what seems like about an hour of walking through this place, nowhere near the direction you guys remember walking. You get a smell that is divine. Spicy, savory wonderfulness.
Does it smell like chicken?
No,
Okay, good.
it does not smell
Alligator.
like bird.
Does it smell like it could use chicken?
The important
It has-
questions, ladies and gentlemen.
You
the
do
important
kind of
questions.
get a little bit of like an oily, savory smell to it. So something's probably meaty already in there, right?
Told you it's alligator.
I wonder if it's the one that we killed.
Possibly.
Did you not feel
Could
this
very-
thing down the side of the road?
Could very well be.
Nothing makes a good supper like roadkill.
You don't let nothing go to waste out here, sugar.
I found it up on the side of the road.
All right, so as
My boots.
you guys make your way deeper in, and it starts just getting really dense and thick with the overgrowth around the trees, to where it really actually kind of feels a little bit homey now.
She lives in the tree.
Welcome to Dagobah.
Yeah. It's very dense, and you now, like, as you kind of come around, you see the fire and the cauldron that is about as big as this table is just...
Big
You can
enough
hear
to
it
fit an
roiling.
elf in. Which one is she going to cook?
She's not going to cook any of us.
Oh, God.
Not unless you die!
I mean, at that point, all bets are off. I might cook you if you die.
Just dagger out. Just...
There's ways to bring people back before you cook them. Just depends on how
But-
long
Not
they're
unless
gone.
they're cooked!
No, just have images of a guy being resurrected as he's in a pot.
No, you go down!
He just got this big old spoon, just like, bonk.
Why would you do that?
Now we made her a cannibal.
That is just wrong! I do not eat like that. Oh.
I prefer my food to be dead before I eat it. Thank you very much.
You just pull up a rock or whatever log. Come have a seat right here. We be talking. That's right.
She's like awkwardly just looking around. Just
Not unless you're dead.
You feel like he's going to get eaten.
Oh no!
always.
Where'd you at?
Who?
Big
What?
snake comes down
I never saw
out of
that.
the things. Looks, this guy is dangerous looking, scary.
Yes, let's go to the creepy lady's house that has now
There you sit. She just reaches out and it crawls down across her, wraps around. Mm-hmm. Keep me nice and warm.
It's cold-blooded.
That most people have a feather boa.
Well, he got a warm heart.
No, by definition, he does not.
That's because you don't know who do. She just goes over, starts getting stuff together and putting things into the pot.
I look at the snake and just connect. Is she treating you well? Nod once. Alright.
The snake's happy.
You watch.
I will stab you.
If a snake could smile, it does.
You get 5 feet of me, you get stabbed.
It's like, is she treating you well? She brings me snacks.
It's a very large snake.
I got a 5-foot personal bubble. You enter that, you get poked. It's a sharp bubble.
You go say hi. He just
5 feet.
comes
5 feet.
over. He just kind of looks at you as he slithers around over to the next person.
Yeah, don't touch me.
Anyways, he makes introductions to those who are not too scared.
I got a very sharp personal bubble.
Very sharp bubble.
Quick question here.
Yes.
The snake itself. Would
Yes.
that be like a giant constrictor
Yes,
snake?
it would be.
I turn into him.
Okay.
I know there's 2.
Being the same as him, I can talk to him now
Yes,
as
you can.
normal.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just introduce ourselves, say hi. I heard you were hoodoo. Or at least she calls you that.
Yes. The old lady calls me hoodoo.
How's the gumbo?
Divine.
To die. Sorry.
You're just gonna ruin every single one of your characters. It's alright.
Okay. Just nice to meet you.
You as well. I don't think I've ever met a person who can turn into one of me.
Also, by the way, it is identical down to any like distinguishing marks on him.
You got the same birthmark.
Yeah.
No, tweens.
Like
That's
looking into the
disturbing.
water.
Sorry, I couldn't quite.
Like looking into the water.
Or a mirror.
What is a mirror?
A shiny piece of glass. Like it, same as water. Shows you reflection.
I would like to see a mirror.
Am I still on the party line?
Yes, as long
Does
as
anyone have a mirror?
I got some Chinese stuff, but no mirror.
You should see if you can swap places with him completely.
So
If-
while you guys are looking for a mirror, O'Day is just there throwing stuff in, and she's
And I
like,
got a disguise kit. I have like a little pocket mirror in there.
"Now, obviously, O'Day did not just get you over here to feed you go."
So why are we here?
Well,
And a show.
Dinner and a show?
if you would like a show.
The show is.
Oh.
You watch her, she just like turns her hands, and all of a sudden the room is filled with fireflies. You got meet my friend! He was not dead yet!
He is now.
Who knows?
My feet!
Hey, that's me.
5 feet! 5 feet!
You just try and figure out which one gonna eat you
I will
first.
stab both of them! 2 daggers. I got 2 hands.
It's okay. It's okay. Laws of nature. Every once in a while, birds gotta eat. But don't do it again.
Not in my house.
They being nice and showing, giving you show. They come in and they are not just firefly, glow for a second. They are glowing in unison, giving an actual show. It's gorgeous.
There's 1 pixel missing.
They make a sign over his head that just says murderer.
If you look very carefully, there's a dead pixel.
Dead pixel. No, they would fill in. But
Funny though, because he's a crow.
huh?
Murder.
Murder of crows.
Just a murderer crow.
Murder of crow. Of course, I would ask you here, as I said before, you got something heavy laying on your hearts.
Him first.
Who, you?
First.
He just broken, honey.
Why does everybody think that?
You can't not be broken when you lost the love of your life.
Ooh, there's a story there.
And you can't avoid me knowing when you go digging in my head.
Two-way street.
It's an interesting theory.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Story. I'll get more info on that later.
You will try.
You want to share that story, maybe help in the healing. You got friends around you, people willing to shed blood and willing to fight to keep you there, standing on 2 feet, not laying 6 feet under.
Sometimes.
It looked like maybe you be worried about those who still alive.
My stories are my own.
Oh no, they're not. Your stories, they're from all those cities, for all those poor people that hurt after you run away. When you're not committing to even help the ones around you.
Can't save everyone from themselves.
Yes, I know that. Just like you could not save her.
More info. Wanted.
But that does not mean, Cher, that you cannot save someone. And I don't mean yourself. Because you only save yourself, darling, when you give yourself away to something else.
Dave, I'm glad you went first. Just gonna say it.
But where would the fun in that be?
Where would the fun in that be? Darling, it's been too long since you've been in love. Or since you really cared about anything if you don't know where the fun is in that.
6,000 years. Just kidding.
Don't tell me that you're not some ways connected to those that are standing here right now. One of their boys saved yours.
A debt I mean to pay.
That's no debt you can pay.
All debts can be paid.
Not with money.
Who said anything about money?
And you tried to save his boy. You might just find it the last debt you ever tried to pay. Just know that, Cher. Or maybe that might be just what you need.
Next
Yeah,
person
that's
can
right.
That's true.
Just mumble out the
Ooh,
chorus.
ooh, ooh, man's next, man's next.
Sorry.
What? The big happy kitty?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything all that wrong there.
That's disappointing.
She got lots of missing heart, missing hope, but that is not her fault.
I mean, she did slit Caleb's throat to fully heal him.
That's
a bit disturbing.
that is called pragmatism.
She murdered.
That's because I know my job.
She murdered prisoners.
Still doesn't
She's
make it
Defenseless
any better.
prisoners.
Exploited prisoners.
When did I avoid prisoners?
Oh, remember our orc friends way back when?
Oh
Yeah.
I don't like.
Yeah.
Well,
they were sort of defenseless.
that is right. Prejudices may be a little bit stronger.
It was changed a little bit. A little bit.
What would your god say?
He would say,
He doesn't like
welcome
works either.
them into the gates, cause he the god of death, honey.
There is no god.
She's just a late healer.
I vote Bjorn next.
But I will say this. You want to find the true purpose in your heart. It is not just serving some god of death and doing your church proud. You got people who love you and care about you and count on you. And they need you to the bitter end. And you will find what you really been looking for. Should you stay with them, you will find the family that you've always been missing.
Well, I don't plan on leaving right now anyway.
That's good.
Sometimes I think she's on the verge of it, but
Well, I could understand.
I said Bjorn next. That's the blue furry thing that turned into the snake.
I'm not worried about that guy right there.
How
I
about
think
that
he is
one?
completely comfortable with himself.
He's just like
It is. Yeah. It is very nice being a snake.
Coiled around the fire.
Stay warm, sugar.
What about the Spaniard thing? Thing.
What?
He got himself some issues with being better than everybody else, but it's not because he trying to outperform. It's because he trying to be the best him. Be careful what you sacrifice to do that. You already gave up quite a bit.
What are you saying though?
But that man's hot right there. Pure gold, sugar.
You're in the wrong group.
Obviously. So, what gave you that clue?
Unlike the poor girl with the knife stuck deep down inside.
No,
So
I
it's a
think
knife.
It's a knife. I think the bird's next, actually.
No, that thing is a monster.
Hi.
You're a monster.
I know. What about the wizard?
Telling you,
Or the sea elf?
some
They're not here to defend
No.
themselves.
You understand what avoidance is?
You
job
seem
with
very
Mr. X.
eager to have her pry into everyone else's secrets.
It's fun to know them before yours.
That's true.
Indeed.
Now. Your sea elf friend, we already know he has his own things to deal with. You know probably better than they do. And so does she. Don't you, Miss Kitty, Rashida?
I know a little bit too.
She's like, yeah. I'm a bit worried for him. I worry for you. That anger inside of you, never good, Cher. I know that you lost a lot. And that your devotion to jump right in and headlong into danger to find what you want is good fire. But you be careful, or you find yourself at the bottom of a deep, deep pit, full of hate, full of loss. Your elf there, your sea elf, may
blue
find just similar. Should he not do good, but it's all right. Now you though.
Oh, we're back to me. Wait, you missed the wizard.
That wizard,
Kill him.
he just worried. He wanted to find his daddy. That boy is full of loneliness, something foul, horrible, fierce.
Is that why he makes stupid decisions?
Stupid decisions? I don't know about that, but foolhardy, heroic, at least in his mind, decisions, yes.
So stupid decisions?
Has it been stupid so far?
He blew us up.
He blew us up. He's blown himself up.
We're not letting that down.
He's blown himself up. He goes headlong into battles that he probably shouldn't go headlong into.
At least
There
he's
is
there.
there is a part of him that just cannot say no. And that is the part that will make him into hero or dead gumbo.
My money's on dead gumbo, but I'm excited to see how it plays out.
That's, yeah.
You see the cold-heartedness that he has. He needs to just fix that and find someone to love.
Hey, I know someone who might be perfect for you.
You are both walking on very dangerous ground.
Find me!
I always am with you, let's be honest.
And he may be foolhardy, but at least he's there when the rest of us are fighting.
Well,
Yourself! At least he there! She there too! She was doing something else, but she was there. And you, Mr. Run away from all the danger. I said that.
I said it.
Hey, he's been in most of our fights.
You they did last fight anyway.
Twice.
I thought it was 3 times.
3 times. As
Oh,
this
wait,
guy would
I
take one of
wasn't
those trays.
But you seem like you be getting more devoted to something. That is good. Spill your blood 3 times for these people. Or more. That is something different from what you normally do.
Oh, you care about us.
I think you do too.
If that's how you wish to interpret it.
You may run off looking for books, but there's something in you. A conflict inside.
That's nothing new.
I know. And it never has been new from the day you were born, Chef.
Ouch.
That conflict was put in you along with that mark.
Why can everyone see the stupid mark and I didn't know about it until... What, like a week
Can
ago?
everybody see that mark? I sure don't think everybody can see that mark.
Let's see, Stilts knew about it. That's who pointed it out to us first, right?
Well, Stilt said he got information about
Got
it.
information.
He has no idea about it himself. And then another guy, you told him about it,
Yeah.
and he looked into it. This is the only person who has outright known.
Known about it before knowing about it. Okay. that makes
Except
more
for
sense.
all of the Yagamoth who followed it.
Yeah.
Well, That's because they were told to follow something. They were given the ability to do so. Probably a tracing spell.
You can sense the mark. Do you know why it's there? Care to share?
It's the keyhole for the vessel.
That doesn't sound good, guys.
Euphemism.
Oh! You are what? Dirty elf! You just walked out the That is not what I meant.
Well played, though.
No, I literally mean that is what's there to unlock you as a vessel.
Pause. Not actually my question. Would I already have known that I was, because like we've hinted that I know that they're after me for some reason. Would I know the reason why?
So
I mean, she did grow up.
I'm gonna give you the you know something. Obviously you know things about your mom and dad. Your mother is a very extremely important person with they're two noble royal families, right?
Yeah.
Your mother is from a family that worships 3 major gods that they believe served Hagar, right?
Mhm.
And she was pretty much the top practitioner, the priestess to these 3 gods.
Mhm.
Okay, so if there's anyone, she knows that crap, right? So that she's the heavily religious side.
Yeah.
Your dad, on the other hand, believes in the Yagamoth being able to control and take full manipulation of the power of gods or creatures, and he wants to rebuild the tower in order to turn it into a conduit. Rather than letting Hagar out, he wants to build. You've always known those kinds of things have been within your family. You haven't known maybe a lot of the details because they haven't chosen to share a lot of that with you, but you do know the generalities. You know the 3 gods that your mom's family worshipped is Conan and Nixis and Besheron.
No. We're best of friends. Key? Can you tell me those again? Sorry.
Yeah, Conan, Nixis, and Besheron.
Conan the Barbarian?
And Besheron, the person I got the knife from.
Detective?
You have 2 daggers for 2 of these gods. Well, you had
Yeah.
one of each of these gods.
Yeah.
Conan is the god of torture,
Yeah.
right?
See, a lovely guy.
Nixis is the thing that Key's dealing with,
Hi.
and Besheron is the other dagger that you have.
Lucky God.
Your torture dagger's gone because you lost it in a fight.
Yeah, I didn't get it back from the alligator. I didn't really want to.
Yeah,
I
and
thought
that's
you did.
no, she
No.
didn't take it back.
Unless,
I
of
remember
course, it's in the
collecting.
gumbo.
I remember collecting my daggers. That's why.
Yeah.
Because I had some stuck in the undergrowth.
After all, it may or may not be the crocodile alligator that we killed earlier.
Okay.
So, you do know those things.
Okay.
They don't know that you know those things. They don't know those things. So you guys have got to play along.
No metagaming, guys.
Some of those things would be very important to Bjorn,
Uh-huh.
especially rebuilding the tower there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know.
However, she's more curious
So
about
I
herself.
apologize. I know
Yeah.
this is stuff I could give her outside, but I'm giving her this information. Just be good about it, guys.
Yep.
You know those pieces.
Yeah.
You also know that marriage was something of an arranged
An arranged
like
sense.
power thing. It had very little to do with your mother and father actually giving a crap about each other.
What mine would have been. Got it.
Which is all the more reason for you not to want to be part of it, right? You know exactly what it's like growing up in a family like that. It's
'Kay.
not something you like. But together, they made you, and you have significance, and you've known that you've always had significance to both of them very, very, very much. You don't know that direct significance. They've never told you.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting some information right now that is letting you understand a
So
little
that's
bit.
why they wouldn't let me play with kids in the neighborhood.
That makes sense. That's why everyone hates me. God. Just kidding.
People might be, if anyone did know, which most likely no one would know,
Mm-hmm.
unless they were the highest practitioners within whatever was going on to help make this happen.
Yeah.
You know, like the captain of the honor guard.
Yeah,
Well,
but wouldn't know.
he was in love with her.
Yeah.
Not,
Anyway, continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
so yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, good. I was just... Yeah. I was like, wait, did I know? Did I not know? Like,
Yeah, so
I
you
know
wouldn't
we've
know,
hinted
you wouldn't
at
know
it
the exact
before.
purposes, but you do know that you've always had. You've been special for a reason to your family. You're not exactly. She hasn't even totally. O'Day is not giving you everything
No.
either, but she's letting you know something that you've not known before.
So keyhole to be a vessel.
Mm-hmm.
For what god exactly?
Well, shit, you do carry lots of them. It seems like they just like to follow you all sorts of places. She all pulls the torture dagger over.
No, that was supposed to stay in the water.
We're sorry, the gumbo needed meat.
So you found an alligator on the side of the road.
On this side of the road, no. I found him in this swamp, floating along the pool.
With a Yagamoth torture dagger in it, and you thought, you know what, that looks delicious.
Hey, instant death. It keeps that meat really good and tender.
He was nearly all drained and everything. Perfect little dagger for that kind of stuff.
Yes, it is. I'd much prefer it to go away.
Well, you want that to go away? She like kills it.
Yay! Oh no, now I'm sad. Now I have one less dagger.
She killed
give
the
you
dagger.
She like grabbed it and it just ashed.
Okay.
I give you another dagger.
No more
It's the
dagger.
key dagger.
So
No.
wait, let me
Nero
get
has
this
that one.
straight. You mock me for running away from my problems, and then you help her do it.
Oh no. I telling her what her problem is, sonny boy.
So then I can't run away from
She
it.
don't know nothing about it. And her conflict is that inside of her, part of her knows just what this all is since she been running ever since she was little. You run right into the arms of a little kangaroo.
You baby kangaroo.
It's true.
You run away into some thieves guild playing assassin. Get away from mommy and daddy so they can't use you for whatever they want to. You run and you run and you run as they keep trying to take you back. You even make deals that you know might put the whole world on the end of a knife just to get away. And then, when you get a chance to maybe get free of this, you turn yourself right around and you walk away. You can't tell me that's not conflict inside you.
There is conflict. However, there are consequences with getting this removed, and I don't know if those are worth actually facing to have it removed.
Well, maybe you gotta dig a little deeper and find out.
Possibly. Have a question for you since you seem to know so much about this mark.
Mm-hmm.
Removing the mark would remove the keyhole,
That's right.
so I would no longer be able to be a vessel.
Exactly.
Which then destroys my usefulness.
Exactly.
Which may also mean that there's no reason to keep you alive anymore.
Exactly!
The flip side to this is that there's also no reason to spend resources to try to kill you anymore.
Except that I just destroyed one of the reasons.
Then you just got vengeance at hand instead of all the other things.
Vengeance can be a powerful thing.
Oh, I know. It is a powerful, destructive thing.
This is also vengeance without an arrow pointing to you
But
at this point.
This is
But-
true.
But yes,
However,
vengeance with no compass.
they're not dumb.
But destroying usefulness to the people that you don't want to use you does not seem like a negative.
Consequences still scare me.
I had to say this, Cher, but even the consequence of you dying
maybe better consequences for all of us. I did not want to bring that up, but it's the truth nonetheless. Don't worry, I won't put you in any gumbo.
Yes, because Yagamoth gumbo sounds delightful.
I don't know, we've never tried it yet.
You might get a chance to.
Like I said, I won't put you in gumbo.
No, but I still have the smirk. Usually they show up.
Yeah, you're right, Chef. They ain't gonna find this place.
Get all those dark umami flavors.
That sound good.
Now we're talking about cooking elf.
Little bit of time.
Why do you always suggest time?
Because it's like one of the.
Cause it's all we got here.
Because it's one of the few spices that I actually know what it's called. So as a
Not much
player,
of a sage.
Rosemary.
Oh, you got me.
I mean, I guess we could do lemongrass if that would make you feel better.
Lemongrass might just hit it right there. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel
Anyways.
about talking about cooking my own kind. Doesn't sound very appetizing.
That is a little bit odd.
They're dead. They're not using it anymore.
It's true. Anyways. I think this is smelling good. Come here, Hoodoo.
We both go.
She picks up Hoodoo.
Okay.
You tell me what you think.
He just sticks his head down right at the pot.
Yes,
Turns around and
I
looks.
totally want to eat that now because this steak stuck
He's
his
like-
head in it.
She's like,
That's right.
sets him back down.
That's right there.
She goes and picks up some bowls and starts serving out to you guys.
So you worry about the consequences. I understand. What do you think gonna happen? Should you not die? Is
I'm
that
hunted
something
all
you
my
more
life.
worry? You hunted all your life no matter what, Chad. Would you rather go become the vessel?
No, but I remove it and I'm hunted all my life, and not only me, but if for some reason I decide to have kids or anything else, like it would go down through all my family.
That may be true. Again, though, you hunted all your life one way or the other.
This is true. However, my parents are a force to be reckoned with.
That
wouldn't just
is
be-
right.
It wouldn't just be me they'd go after.
Well, again, as I said, you get rid of it, they don't care about none of them.
Vengeance is a powerful
Unless they
thing.
hide in you and stick him by your side.
I think if you guys went to go remove this and went through all this trouble, you wouldn't just ditch me.
There are places even the Yagamoth can't reach.
Plus, if we, as we've already said, if we get rid of the marker that's pointing right at you, letting them know right where you are, they've got no compass to find you. They might want to come after you all the time, but they're not going to be able to do what they've been doing for the last, 6 months?
Yeah. And you're hunted all your life one way or the other, but if you don't remove it and they do get you, that's the consequences of that is way worse.
However, you seem also to be all-knowing. So,
That is quite the compliment.
could you remove it? I'd much prefer you to remove it than the stupid wizard at the stupid school.
Oh, you don't like the Onyx Tower? Little guys putting hooks in all the fishes?
Not particularly, no.
Neither do I. You want me to remove that?
You seem to be nicer.
Well,
Nicer?
honestly,
You haven't put us in prison.
You haven't put me in
Even-
prison.
well,
That
honestly,
is
if
true.
we
You
look
put
at this,
yourselves in your own prison, sugars.
if we look at this objectively, the Ruby Heart, is that the
The ruby heart, yeah.
yes? Even if Mama here can't do it, the Ruby Hearts,
You call me
Seems-
mama.
Sorry.
it's what you introduced yourself as.
That's true.
I know.
The ruby heart are more likely to know more about blood magic and whatnot than I feel the onyx tower would, and they seem less duplicitous.
The Ruby Heart, they're not bad people, but they are desperate ones. I would be very wary dealing with desperate people.
I mean, we do got two of them just right over there.
I know that.
But desperate people make the best stories.
You have some problems, son, that you got to fix.
I'm quite happy with how I am. Thank you.
No, you are not, and I can see that. Again, we make our own prison, sugar. Yours is one full of pain and sorrow that you like to say is happiness. Lies hurt. Now, you want to go with them, you go right on with the Ruby Heart. They help you. They probably want to take whatever you got to give to help them too.
How would you remove it?
How would I remove it?
Uh-huh.
You may not like the answer.
I haven't liked the answer since we got here, so how would you remove it?
I would remove your heart and put a new one in.
I don't know if I like that answer either.
Do you just have spares lying around?
How would the Onyx guy do it?
The Onyx guy. He would do some very dangerous magic.
Open heart surgery.
It's kind of what it sounds like, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
It's basically what it is. If you're pulling someone's heart out and sticking a new one in
Yeah.
Heart
there.
transplant.
Yeah.
Like, do you want a new heart, or do you want someone to slice off a piece of your heart and hope it heals itself?
How would the Ruby Heart do it?
How would the Ruby Heart do it?
How would the Ruby Heart do it? Well, how would they do it, Tristan? I'm not exactly sure that the Ruby Heart could do it. But Isolde, all I could imagine was she would probably find some way to suppress it.
Blocking it. Which doesn't necessarily remove it.
Putting up walls. Eventually
could
they
be-
come down.
Calm down. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I tried to take your words.
Decision.
Decisions. Mm-hmm.
What's your price?
My price? Dear, my price is very steep. That's all I can say. I cannot change you on my own. You're going to have to deal with all those things inside of you. But I will take your heart and I will give you a new one.
What do you want with the marked one?
I do not want anything with it, but to keep it from ever getting out of here.
There's nothing here, jar of dirt.
I've got a jar.
Do you need a jar of dirt?
No.
I got a jar of dirt.
Does it have a thump thump in it?
Not yet.
That's what we talking about.
With removing it, could it be used?
Mm-hmm.
So if they found my heart, they could use it. Still.
Maybe, dear, but there's nobody connected to it.
But could they do what you do to connect the body to it?
If they knew how.
when there's a will, there's a way.
This is very right, Cher. This is magic that you just can't end and cancel. Too many lives were sacrificed to make it happen. I cannot put an end to it myself.
We could hide it away in places where very few Yagmoth have ever gone and survived, though.
I can do what? Yes, that is true.
But would it be safer? Would it be safer instead of removing it, taking me to those places? Because then at least you'd know if they got a hold of me. You wouldn't necessarily know if they got a hold of a heart.
Or you could give it to me.
I have one other way we could do, but I fear for you. It is far worse.
Nothing seems better, guys. No easy solution.
There is never easy
Put it in a
solutions to
locket.
fixing big magic.
Lock it. Put it in a chest. And carry the chest around.
It's already in a chest.
Exactly.
In a jar.
Or put it in a
Put
jar.
the jar
Put the
inside
jar
of the
inside
chest.
the chest. And then-
And you mail it to yourself, and when it arrives, you smash it with a
Sorry, all right.
we just mixed a whole bunch of movies.
Jerry Bruckheimer just rolled over in his bed. And, what the hell?
I sense a disturbance in the force.
Sorry.
As if 1,000 voices all cried out from a sudden silence.
If only 1,000 voices heard us. Anyways,
The other way.
The other way, Cher. I could really tie that heart straight to your soul. And then you can heal it yourself.
How do you go about doing that?
You gotta dig deep.
Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel.
It doesn't answer things.
All the dark and all the bad and all the things in you that you've been doing, dear. To run away, you're gonna have to turn and face.
I ran away from a marriage.
You ran away from a marriage. You ran away from parents. You ran away from abuse. You ran away from a lot of hardship. And with all respectable right to do so.
So what? I gotta go turn and face my parents? I have to remove said vessel.
No. But running away and finding yourself as an assassin. Running away and thieving and taking and doing whatever in order to keep yourself, only yourself, alive. With no care for, well, maybe him too. Sorry.
I was like, excuse
Now I'm
me,
getting
I
off
kept
on my
this
accent.
thing.
And maybe him too, but you gotta understand that you're gonna have to do something more.
Tying it to my soul, does that get rid of the vessel thing?
It will cleanse your heart, the dark spot that's on it.
So,
Yes.
yes.
Over time.
Over time.
A lot of time. Sorry, I'm like gone, guys.
No more voices. Dang it.
I just gotta get a little bit more. There. A lot of time.
So removing hearts faster.
And until you go fixing it, they're gonna find you, dear. They gonna dig you right out of wherever you go hiding in any hole.
I say I flip a coin. Who wants to flip a coin?
Even odds.
Any objections from anyone?
It's your decision.
We don't. How long would it take before they couldn't find us anymore?
That is entirely up to her.
I mean,
Do you trust that she can change so fast?
trust's at a premium around here these days.
Especially with you.
Oddly.
Yes. So, it is up to you, dearie.
I think it would be better to focus on the bird.
No, I'm a monster. We've already covered that. There's
That's
no
a monster.
helping me.
That's a monster that is an entirely different thing we're gonna deal with.
Question: would that monster still go good with rosemary?
That bird would go good with rosemary, thyme, parsley, and sage.
He gets up and walks to a further stump.
I wasn't gonna do nothing to you
Unless you die.
unless you did.
One more stump back.
Go say hi, hoodoo.
My feet.
I roll a dice.
I'm gonna throw this thing pretty far. I'm gonna hide.
Okay.
Oh no!
Roll
Man,
stealth
what do you
against
guys do?
against his perception.
Dex. Okay.
I don't
22.
know how much time.
What was your perception?
Oh,
A
my
lot of
passive
time
perception.
is-
Oh yeah, because you're
Yeah,
not.
you're
Yeah.
insane.
I don't know.
Okay, he's
Unless
hit.
you want me to roll an
You are
active.
you are
Sounds
you are
like-
hidden.
Unless you want me
I
to.
am a huge snake that is currently hiding.
Oh, jeez.
It sounds like we've already got a lot of bad things that have been happening, and I don't know if we want to keep. I mean, they know where you are. They find us on a regular basis. It's just, I think it's a lot of time. I think that you should do the heart transplant.
The heart transplant.
I think that's the safer route.
Now let me tell you something. There is always a price that comes with whatever magic you choose.
Besides that, I think that tying it to your soul, if you didn't change that way and you changed the other way, that could be very, very dangerous.
She is not wrong. Should
Would
you
it-
fail, ooh, that's oh so dark and bitter.
Would it be possible to do both? Get the heart out and also tie it so that she can still heal and has that potential to just erase the mark entirely, but is not tracking her specifically.
That is a mighty fine question. Well, I never thought about that.
Because let me put out the concern I have. Doing the heart transplant doesn't get rid of the mark, doesn't get rid of the vessel, which
Now you
still
got
could
me thinking and
potentially
stewing.
be dangerous for people,
I look at the gumbo.
'Cause they won't
You
stop
weren't
looking for
stewing
it.
already.
Right.
Sorry.
and
guys.
they won't stop trying to figure out how to use it,
Sorry.
which is why maybe your idea, if that would be possible, might
Yeah.
be the better source.
Okay. Then I know what I'm gonna do.
Oh.
If you're willing. But it gonna make the Onyx Tower not so happy.
Meh, who cares?
Okay.
They locked us in their tower.
The only one who cares, Caleb, and he's
Yeah.
not here to speak for himself.
Poor Caleb.
He doesn't like them either.
Yeah.
No.
He doesn't want to give them the stuff. He doesn't want to give them the artifacts we got.
In fact, he actually was saying that he wanted to talk to you about borrowing the ring to
Yeah, he specifically
attune
said
to the
he did
wand.
not want to give those artifacts to the Onyx Tower. So
You're
he's
gonna
fine.
be giving them to me.
Oh.
That's right.
That's her price.
As an aside, would we be able to enter Orsina again if we don't?
Probably not.
All your weapons are there.
Mm.
But you may never have found them. You just happen to not find them.
Or we're still looking, and then you get your weapons back.
We
and
need
then
our
you leave.
equipment in order to.
Wait, who has our equipment?
The
we have it in the
blacksmith guy
shop,
who's
though.
enchanting them.
But he's not part of the Onyx tower.
No.
he is not.
There's also other ways into Orsina.
Yeah,
Should
we
you
got a
not
mirror
know?
in
You
that one
fell
shot.
right from a
Yeah.
We got that
It's true,
mirror
and then we
that
got
one
stuck
shot
in prison. Before.
And Mr. Moonlighter over there, he like to come into the swamp all the time, not through Orsina.
And we still need to find
That's
the daughter.
Oh yeah.
She dead.
Oh, okay.
Well then.
That job's done.
He
That job's done.
she dead right over there. You
Move it
guys
down to-
Notice a body that has been covered in moss laying there. It looks like
That's-
freshly covered as in respect, not like it's been growing over her. She wasn't the next meal.
Well, that job's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still have access
Whoa.
to the back of his place though, so we can get in that way.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Cause I got me some good ideas now.
I have one more question.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do with it? How are you gonna keep it hidden?
I'm gonna put it inside the pocket dimension.
Tried that with the sword once. It didn't quite work.
This should work. It will be magically sealed.
Yeah, that's what I thought about the pocket dimension too.
Now, so I did explain.
Yeah, I know.
I did explain. It had nothing to do with the being
It's
in
just
the pocket dimension. It
it's
had
just
to do
Key
with
holding a grudge.
reasonable deduction for hey, we tracked
I
this
know.
thing.
This
to
is
that
Key
person.
just holding a grudge because he doesn't understand magic a lot.
Okay.
Would that keep it safe, magical people?
I would think so.
And they not gonna get into this one. Oh, I got a good idea.
All for it, say aye.
Yes.
I
Hiss.
Okay.
They now know where the snake is.
5 feet.
5 feet.
It's right here.
It's right next to you. I think you're gonna have to roll.
Actually, I can't decide where you
Yeah.
hid.
No, that would be my plan.
In your mind, hiss.
22.
Yeah, you hit.
Ouch.
In any case, this is a huge beast here.
But only
He
5
takes up a 15 by 15 foot square, which is like 45 feet long.
Yeah, but I'm stabbing you in your head.
Yeah.
You stab
That would be
him.
a crit.
It does 5 points of damage.
You stab into
Out
him.
of
And,
60.
oh yeah, he's a big boy.
5 feet away. 5 feet away.
I think I would see him just like flop on you. You stab him. He's like,
That was
"Ugh."
the plan. That is the
Play dead.
plan. Constrict.
Constraint!
Is that a string?
First I make a melee attack, so it's a 20 to hit you,
That hits.
and then it is you get an escape DC of 16, so it's strength.
Oh, fudge.
I start chopping some cilantro or something. I don't know.
Let's not eat the birdie.
13?
Okay. I'm holding your arms in place. No more stabbing.
As he wraps around.
No more stabbing.
Yep. You are restrained, as in the condition.
Which snake is that? Is that yours or Bjorn?
It's
That's not hoodoo. Your little furry friend over there.
He's talking in your head anyway, saying it's me.
it's me. Hi.
Hi.
No more
Hello,
stabbing.
I do not
it's
like
me.
The head is just sitting
I
on
was
top of your
wondering
head.
if
Yeah,
after
exactly.
all these
I
years-
do not like this.
Okay.
You know
I
that
get
is
off.
I do not like this, Sam. I am.
Now we gonna do this.
Apparently, we got our monkeying around
Yeah.
done.
Okay. Are you ready? Do you want to do this?
Keeps people safe.
Okay. Here
What?
we go, shit.
Yeah.
Give me that ring and that wand.
You're gonna have to convince Caleb to give the wand up.
Yeah. I can't play his character for him.
It is also
You're
getting
fine.
close to 9 right now. We could
Ooh.
take a break right now and
We could take
see
a
if
quick
we
break.
can contact him.
That's cool. I'm
Finish
down.
up.
We can take a quick break, guys. We'll take a 5-minute break, and we're gonna try and make Caleb give us the wand.
Yep.
We're gonna. We're gonna really try to make Caleb get that wand.
Alright, we'll be right back.
Okay, we'll be right back, guys. Welcome back, guys. Took a quick break. Tried to get a hold of Calum. We were unable to. In the end, we have to make a decision. So we had him roll against a persuasion, and he failed it pretty hard. So, Tay, I love you, dude. This is not... Yeah. You'll see how it goes.
Alright. You give me the ring?
I hand the ring over.
Thank you very much. I need you to put this on, dear.
No, okay. Yeah.
She does that. You need to make me a con save.
No! Bye.
Oh, was that a message back?
No, that was my phone.
Oh, it was your phone. Okay.
Rashida can go stand next to her and give her some extra.
+3.
Maybe some bardic inspiration
Oh,
as well.
yeah.
Does
Hey,
that apply
it's
to
an
saves?
18. And it's just straight,
yes,
like, I don't
sure.
have a...
That's really good.
18 +3 because
Plus
she is
3?
standing next to you.
Oh, okay. Then
So,
18, 19, 20?
21?
21.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Thanks, people with math skills.
You got close. You only... You got +2. Now you just need to do one more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you make the save. You take 9 fire damage as it goes on to you.
Oh, that's good because I have no damage anyway.
It burns where it sits on you for a moment. It's like,
Don't worry, dear. That will be okay. But this is the only way you're gonna survive the next part.
No, that's scary.
Ah.
Here we go.
she opens up the bag and just coaxes out the wand.
You might want to stand back, don't you?
I'm already standing back.
Just from here, all of a sudden the fire just goes out.
What does the snake do is what I want to know.
Hibernates.
My
Oh, he
gumbo
is not there.
frozen.
He's like, I'm out.
Hooters like,
I
The gumbo
back
just
and do
freezes
a
over.
furball.
My gumbo is a solid.
Like in the
It's
middle
a
of
gumbo-sicle.
tunk.
Yep.
Dang.
Equally funny would be if you have your spoon in it at the moment. And so you pull it out and you just get like a gumbo popsicle.
Yeah, get gum popsicle.
And then it sticks to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say then you're gonna end up being like stuck to the popsicle. She brings it out, still not touching.
Come here, dear.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to be as close as
You
I
lay
can
yourself right down.
without taking. I'm gonna try to be as close as I can without taking damage.
Okay.
Here we go.
Sanitize the operating room.
And we'll all
Sanitize the
huddle
operating
against
room.
She just brings it down
gonna hurt.
further and further and further and
It's
just
gonna hurt.
boom. When it actually touches you, you're just like everything goes black.
Doesn't hurt. Just goes black.
Fatality.
Just goes black.
Now you just hang right there.
I don't think she has an option.
Oh no, she's talking to the wand.
Oh, okay.
Key's getting as close as he can without taking damage.
Scalpel.
Wanna throw me one of them daggers? Or would you rather I use this?
She pulls out a bone blade that still has blood on it.
Rummage through my bag, pull out a dagger, wipe it clean.
Maybe the ice dagger?
No, because I would just. I
explodes.
grab it from the blade and I just go.
Thank you.
I'm going to use a bardic inspiration on Mama here.
Is she making an ability check?
That feel good.
So he's singing. No, I'm just kidding.
Here we go.
Yeah, Matt.
Just
Is
playing
she
a
making
nice
an
little
ability
tune
check
on my
for
little
these?
panpipes.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. It just seemed like the right thing to
I was
do.
gonna give guidance. If she was.
You still could give guidance. That's not a bad thing. These are things that, in character, flavor-wise, like I could see easily
Yeah.
being like,
Yeah.
we don't want her to die. Please don't kill her.
Guidance has to be touched, but do you think me tossing the dagger would be enough? Just so I don't get too close to the freezing ice.
We'll say you tried.
Ooh,
Who's standing by as the nurse? Is that scalpel?
take a little bit to cut that brisket open, don't it?
My sharpest knife.
Ouch.
I could give you the one that is ice.
Brisket. Dang.
Get the one that is ice.
Sharp knife or not sharp knife, bone is bone, bud.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's a reason they have special saws just for getting through bone.
Yeah, you watch her just work and you just hear that crack, as she cuts through. It's like,
Okay,
Yep, I'm out for those guys.
Yep.
here we go.
Did you wash your hands?
That's so gross.
That good for you?
No.
Not at all.
No, that's worse.
Caleb has
prestidigitation.
prestidigitation.
She's like, oh! She's like,
That worked too.
Her clothes are finally white.
Oh,
No.
That took some time.
that took a lot of time. I kind of take a little offense to that.
To me a lot as well.
Imagine the prestidigitation is better than washing hands in swamp water.
Yeah.
As is the spit.
As is the spit. It's true.
Alright, continue.
As I said, clean. Ah! All right. We take care of this real quick now.
and she's like, slices everything quick, pulls the heart out.
There. Now, where'd that ring?
On her finger.
I know. She
Totally
reaches
put
down
it.
and slips it off of the body.
Am I gonna get fire powers now?
She just hangs it there in the air.
Here we go.
Oh, because it's the heart.
You
of
little
fire.
heart of fire. You show me what you really are.
Like it changes. You watch it just.
I
It
want
turns into
fire
this-
powers.
It turns into this red orb.
Here we
A
go.
pretty heart.
She shoves, like you watch, just magically shoves the heart down into this orb that just like envelops it, and it's just has fire all around it.
Before she shoves the heart in, I want to take a look at the heart and see if I can see any shards of metal or something different on the heart.
Okay, give
Like
me.
a sealed
It is a
or-
quick perception check.
Oh, good. That's a 10. Thought that was a natural one, but it was a 7. It's still pretty bad.
10.
10 total, yeah.
You see a place on the heart that looks darker than the rest, but you're not sure exactly what that is. If it's just a spot where blood is kind of like
Yeah. Okay.
pooled or what. So yeah, shoves it in there, and you just watch this thing just. It changes slightly. It was burning in natural fire, but now as this thing goes into it, it actually burns with a very slight pink hue to it.
It's a girl.
Well, that is
You're unconscious.
interesting. All right. Now you do this right for me, Chef. That's right. That's right. There you go.
As you guys see, it's now changed into this crystalline heart. Still pouring a little fire off of it. And she puts it down into the chest.
Now, where'd that needle go? Right there.
The snake ate it.
That would be disgusting.
I am unconscious right now.
Yeah, so don't talk. You're unconscious.
that is less than sanitary.
Unconscious people
She
can't talk.
pushes the chest.
Even in the
She
mines.
pushes the chest back together.
Anybody got greater restoration?
Everyone.
Well, then we just gonna have to do our best then.
We are level 7.
She pulls out like this thick cat gut and ties the bone together.
Hold up a few potions of healing.
Nope, that don't work for this. We just gonna sew her right back.
She takes care and sews everything back together.
I'm gonna die of infection, guys.
Gangrene.
Now we go cut that off, tie that on.
Come on, guys.
Sorry.
I know, it's so gross. Anyways.
Now, I think we don't need you no more. Where's that bag? There we go. You go back in there, don't come out. You too cold for me.
Let's come out sooner or later. I want my bag back.
Looky.
That's the way it should be. You watch, she immediately begins warming up.
I'm immediately, as soon as the wand's gone, I'm back to Shalia's side.
Back to Shalia's side. She's warmed up and she just...
Ouch.
Yeah, you definitely are going to have some pain.
Ouch.
Does the restoration help?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Move.
interesting. That worked. And I'm so happy it did. Because I would have hated to make gumbo out of her.
You said you wouldn't!
I'm sorry.
I reach up and I grab the dagger back and just like,
I was joking.
I hold the bowl of jumbo over the fire.
the fire's still out. It hasn't been.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Fire's gone, yeah.
Oh,
She
It
hasn't
went out with the thing, and so it has to be.
Green flame blade.
Oh my god.
he has create fire. He just
Produce flame.
produce flame.
So, as you wake up, a burden on you is absolutely lifted. You feel lighter than you have felt in a long time. You also feel in a very hard drive. There is a drive in you to put an end to the things that have caused you the pain and the sorrow that you've gone through. And you will take an alignment change.
What?
Oh, dang it.
No!
We can't be twinsies anymore.
We can't be twins!
You are now considered chaotic good.
Oh, good, and you're still chaotic.
No, I'm still chaotic, so that's not bad.
At least it's not lawful.
He's just not lawful.
That's true.
Okay, look, I was playing a game once, and I had a chaotic evil character because it was an evil campaign. It was an evil campaign, right? It was okay.
Right.
I got my alignment changed to lawful good.
That's fantastic. that's yep, that's horrible.
At least I'm still chaotic.
Yeah, I'm chaotic neutral. You're chaotic good now.
And to be fair, I don't play chaotic evil like the psycho murder hillbilly, right? Like, I'm not making skin suits. I'm not doing anything like that.
That's creepy.
Like,
But still, that's funny.
The paladin of the party never has to go through my stuff looking for trophies from my kills, right? Like, I just play them as they'll do what they want, they'll do
What they
whatever
have to.
they feel like they have to get the upper hand.
Right.
Right.
Anyways, so that is the stuff that's happened. The chaotic good meta thing, obviously, yeah. But you feel a drive to put an end to the things that are going on amongst the Yagamoth. Specifically the stuff that happened to you mostly, but yes. Okay.
Well, that was fun. Do you like the gumbo?
Yeah, it,
Dun, dun.
Oh.
but it was good while we
It
were...
was delicious.
Hold
You watch her strikes the fire back up.
Let me get you some more. Give me dope.
She takes him, you watch her just crack it into the... She just cracks the stuff and plops it down into the gumbo.
All right.
She serves up more and hands it back out to you guys.
Okay. That's not... Sorry, I have to read a book.
Reading up on
I-
chaotic good.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Because
Read
I haven't
up on-
played a chaotic good character before, so...
Let's see, what time we have?
It's 9:16.
You're okay.
Nice.
You
So
have
we're still pretty early in the second half. Cool. I'm just giving her like something to base it off.
Oh, yeah.
So that's all.
Basically, you're willing to do what you need to do, even if it's sometimes it may not be the most happy of things to do, in order to serve the greater cause that you believe in to be good.
So, like,
The way I've seen
Robin Hood would be an example of a chaotic
Robin Hood
character.
is a nice chaotic good.
Okay.
Also makes sense.
it, the way
'cause
I've
you're
seen it
doing
get it done is that people matter more than rules.
Right.
Generally.
The
People
law
matter
the,
more than
the
the
law
boss.
doesn't matter half as much as what you believe to be right matters.
And you do care about people.
And you care a lot about people.
There's a whole character change. Okay.
It is.
That's what alignment changes
That's what
do.
alignment changes do.
And alignment changes can happen just naturally as well over the
Yeah.
play of a
Exactly.
character.
Alignment changes should happen naturally as you play and how you kind of do things and as you get to know people. Or whatever, suffer through horrible things too. This just happens to be a magical, crazy, weird one. It's better than turning into something crazy evil.
It's true.
Key.
We'll fix you.
Hey, I haven't reactivated my blood feather veil.
It's very true. You have not.
Though I did go rolling around in some gunk.
You wanted that blood feather veil back. You're like, all right. So, you've experienced that. You do feel, as I said, a lot lighter than you have in a long time of your life. There is a bit of you that feels a lot more remorse and pain, though, too, for the loss of those people. Like, especially some of the ones that are more recent, like that one captain.
Yeah.
I mean, you already felt like a need to take care of him properly, but like it hits harder now. At this point, it weighs heavier on you. Again, just part of what fuels your fire to fight them. Stated exactly the way I did for a reason.
I have a fire. I should get fire powers now.
Don't worry, Shalia.
You could go
It's
path
coming.
You could go path of the four elements.
It's
when
very
you-
much
when
coming.
you-
The one magical item.
You can.
And now I deserve magic powers.
If you take you could take path of the four elements when you hit one global.
It's okay. It's okay. My sword's getting an upgrade. It'll be cool.
And a month to 2.
However, with this change, I might not want to go back to Orsina when you guys go back to get your weapons.
Why?
It's a magical city.
So?
They could probably sense somewhat of a change.
They have.
Right.
She has one of the artifacts they've been looking for inside her.
How do you feel about lead clothing?
I mean, most detection spells specifically say a thin layer of lead blocks it.
That's true.
That's very true.
Like a lead parka with like one of those hoods that zips like all the way up to the top.
All right.
All right, let's back to the game.
Just a lead vest.
So,
That's the only part they
lead
need to
BB
block.
vest. So, you have that, and she's just like she's interested. She's excited about the whole thing. She thought it was pretty cool. She's like,
Now, I know it's getting late. You guys can stay here if you would like, because it is dangerous out there. And you might want a little rest. Sugar.
You put a fire ring in me. Does that mean I'm gonna get fire powers?
I don't know. I never go put fire rings in other people.
I hold up a stick. Quick, light this on fire. Come on.
I want to
You can't do it on command.
Magic was never my specialty.
I can become invisible so long as people don't look.
He can shoot lightning from his hands. I can't do it on command. He can't do it on command. I love that movie. It's so good.
Anyway,
Now, do you get fire? I don't know. It's inside you, though.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Like I said before, dig a little deeper. Maybe you find something in there.
Like the buried leads. I'm just kidding.
Yep. Anyway, I gotta go find me some more mushrooms. Cause I miss
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Hey, you're just
Again,
gonna grow
Whoa,
yourself.
whoa, whoa,
did you have
yes!
spores?
I do shit.
she goes and digs over and she finds like the little spores that she has kept in like a pouch.
Here.
I'll just take a little bit out, cast Druidcraft on it several times in order to make it start growing.
Plant growth.
Would you like to help with this?
I'm not even gonna warn you just because I feel like playing a prank.
In my hand,
I'm just
doing it.
Oh, this whole place. Oh.
No, remember, he can focus it on a single thing and negate areas.
You can negate the areas?
Let me see.
Yeah.
I thought it was everything in a
No,
100
because remember,
radius.
he made a
I can
pathway.
exclude one or more areas of any size within the spell's area from being affected.
Okay, so you just
So
want the
you
mushroom?
just choose me as the point affected.
A bit of moss growing on his
Pretty
shoulders.
much. He just gets like buried in mushrooms.
Wow! That one big mushroom!
She like
Is there any
rips it off
save
of
or
him.
anything?
No.
No?
It's not even. It's not targeting you. It's
Yeah.
the plant.
I'm gonna take care of this! And then I'm gonna clean you up!
Did you have any lichen
fine.
or moss growing on your person?
I'd assume so.
And it's just like.
she just sets it down, she's like cutting the thing up and everything. She's like,
That's right shit!
I also
dumps it
am
into the
holding
gumbo, mixes it
the
up.
bag she gave me of all the rest of it.
I know.
We have a lot of mushroom here for her.
And I'm just like. Who could have done such a thing?
That was very kind to me, but not so nice to your friend. You cold-hearted.
Oh, he's fine.
Take a dagger and I start chipping away.
What's special about these mushrooms?
They tasty.
It's like
She
they're like a
starts
large enough
ripping them
quantity.
off of you. Probably takes a little bit of fur
Do
with
they
it every
make
once in a
you
while.
high?
But she starts taking them off and getting them off of you. She's like,
That gonna last me a while.
Yep,
Thank you.
no problem.
I am so sorry. That was not nice.
However, it was quite funny.
It was
It
funny.
Oh, it was funny. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go find me another place to go plant these now.
she takes a few with
So
her.
just not where a house is gonna appear.
Well, you know, when I planted those there a couple 100 years ago, I
What are
planted.
you?
Oh well, you never ask a lady's age.
I didn't say how old you were. I said, what are you?
Oh, I thought you said, how old are you?
She said,
There's only a
I'm
few
me.
things that
I'm
you
O'Day.
survive
That's
that
what I
long.
am. Anyway, I planted them there in case one day that house came back. You see, I did not know if it was gonna be visible or not. But if I should have pop up again, my mushroom be gone. Then I would know it was back. Cause whenever it disappeared, this place changed. I wanted to know when it was back. So it's okay. It's
Changed
okay
for
that
the
they got
better or changed for the worst?
changed, darling.
Just-
Better or worse, those things I'm not so worried about.
you win a bit mittens there.
So, if you've ever, have you like listened to like Bobby Boucher and some of those,
Yeah.
like some of the Bayou accents? They actually have like, it's really weird how sometimes they do this like voice or like some of those things where it's like it sounds really New York. And
That's
so,
what I said. You win a bit.
I know,
mittens
I know.
there.
It sounds a bit New York. It's really weird. So I was trying to throw that in, but I don't know. Anyway, whatever. It does. It feels. Yeah, anyway. Sorry, guys.
But yeah, lost all my mushrooms because of it. Anyways, I'm gonna find another place to go put these. You guys have a nice rest. And then in the morning, I'll make you some more good food. And then I'll get you out of here.
Okay.
We trusted her to do open heart surgery. I think she won't kill us in the night.
Right.
Oh, dang.
Unless
So
you
long
want-
as you don't die.
Unless you want an ice heart.
Nice heart.
So she goes. You guys have the time here. Geralt is just like, oh my land.
Oh, you're still here.
Yes, I am
Maybe she
here.
can do something about your friend's arm.
Does he want an ice arm?
No.
No.
I believe we'll figure a way out. I am stunned.
Yeah, weirder things have happened. No, wait. Yeah. It's on par.
Can confirm weirder things have happened.
It's about it's
Yes.
on par.
It's just odd.
We
Tristan,
did fall off a dragon god, so
I didn't. Odd for me. Yes, we're going to get dressed and make our way hopefully back to the Ruby Heart. If you wish to return with us, you're free to.
I'm good.
You have a problem?
No. No problem at all.
I'm sure that Isolde would be quite interested in
I'm good.
you specifically.
No, I'm definitely good.
All right.
We also do kind of need to take this man's daughter back to him.
Yes, I understand. Anyways, Tristan, do your best to rest. I shall keep watch.
Do you need a hand with that?
That was in very poor taste.
I thought it tasted fine.
Gumbo, ladies and gentlemen, gumbo.
It'd be really funny if you just hear the.
Man, she has good hearing.
Is the bruja?
Yes. All right, so they're gonna lay down and rest. You see Mittens off in the corner, writing. Not Mittens. I apologize.
Like, what am I
Rashida
writing?
off in the corner
What am I
writing.
doing?
She seems
Do
a bit
tell.
upset with something, but eventually finds herself sleeping.
I had nothing to do with it, I swear.
Falls asleep on her journal,
Oh, dang it.
like with it open, like
Oh.
on the journal though. Like,
Sleight of hand, anyone?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
I got a plus 10.
I'm reading it.
You want me to get that for you first? I got a bit more softer hands than you.
This way, I win-win. If he succeeds, I get to read the journal. If he fails, I get a chicken dinner.
I cast guidance upon myself, and I'm gonna just try to slide it out from underneath.
A lot of nosy people around here.
I agree.
I don't know about
I
this.
didn't say anything.
what'd you roll?
I was
I rolled a
thinking
2,
it, but
Oh,
which takes it to a 16.
hey, bird, do you have inspiration?
I actually do, but I already made the roll,
I
though.
already made the roll. And I already cast guidance upon myself. That's
Yeah.
what. I got a plus 10 sleight of hand, so 2 plus 10 is 12, plus 4 is 6.
I think I'm just gonna go to sleep. Or try to. They're kind of noisy.
Rashida wakes up with a blade in your neck.
In your neck?
At your neck.
Chicken dinner!
Does Rashida's
What will you
aura affect his skill
No,
checks?
that's like saves.
Gotcha.
Also, it's not if you're opposed. to
Pause
that.
for a second.
Gotcha.
What in the world are you doing?
Prying.
She pulls the blade back. What are you prying into, eh?
Well, someone wanted to see the book. And
It's just a journal.
I know, but that's where the best things are kept.
We have bad history with journals.
Hey, I destroyed it. Don't look at me.
I'll keep away.
Just
It's alright. It's not exactly sure. Come here.
It wasn't me who really wanted to read it, but sure.
I just don't exactly sure. I'm ready to talk to Nero about it.
Nero didn't want to read it either. I'm pretty sure you could guess who wanted to read it.
Yeah.
It's not hard. He's standing like 10 feet behind me.
Are you going to believe this slanderous bird?
Here. No, I
No.
literally here.
Literally here.
The page you have marked?
Yeah, I've got it marked.
Yeah, you got another detect thoughts.
I do. Detect thoughts.
You can pass it to him afterwards.
Do you mind if I...
That's fine.
I'm just like, that's your go-to spell.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
exactly what you would use it for.
Yeah.
enough spell slots for that?
What? Yes.
We're going to assume Nero's sleeping at this point.
Yeah.
Josh, I'm doing this. There's good reason, and it'll work out well.
I'm gonna use Nero as a pillow.
Okay.
Using Nero as a
That
pillow.
they got really friendly really fast.
Yeah, it's a little cold and damp. His armor's kind of that way,
Yeah.
but pillow nonetheless.
But it'd still be softer than the
You
ground.
don't really feel it because you have this
No.
internal heat.
It's like nice. Yeah, actually, yeah. With your heat, probably doesn't really bother you. It may just be a little bit of like a relief.
Besides, this way you don't have to do like the whole flip over to the cool side of the pillow.
Ah, he's always the cool side of the pillow.
I'm using my brain.
Josh, you got used as a pillow in this episode.
Mainly because your armor's cool.
It is very cool, actually.
It is pretty cool.
Also, technically, he's not asleep.
Neither am I. We're both
Can I just say the penmanship in this is cool. I like the distinct writing styles. Did you write both of these?
Yes,
Oh, very nice.
and wrote
Well-
them that way on purpose so that they could be distinctly seen.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted the feel of the different characters.
The person I would use as
And
a
I knew you
pillow
guys
is
would
currently
eventually have
trying
to
to
read
steal
it,
a
so-
journal and read said journal. So I had to go to the next best thing.
I'm coming back. I'll get all floofed up for you.
See, floofy pillow.
pillow.
Is it just the one page?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay.
Come on.
I wrote it once in pencil on the previous page and then went and did it in pen on the other.
There you go.
It works.
This also proves that we're all in one room.
It was the same type of journal, though. Sorry, just
I had someone ask if we did it like as separate rooms and just,
Oh,
like, on camera.
yeah.
I'm like,
no,
no, this
yeah.
proves that it's one big room. We just passed it along.
Yeah, we're all together, which is cool. All right. So you guys got the information that's off there, and she just looks. She's like, I'm not sure if I'm ready to talk, how to talk to him about it yet.
I won't tell. But, like again, 10 feet away.
I know.
If it's a secret you plan to reveal, the longer it's kept, the harder it hits.
I know. And I'm not going to keep it long. I only found out tonight. I just don't know how it's gonna hit him. I'm not gonna keep it from him. Just don't know how to go about it.
Alright, well, good night.
Anyways,
Key's bored. like
good night, Key.
the thrill's over.
So, you watch her lay back and still just kind of. She's upset.
Mm-hmm.
With good reason. Anything else you guys are doing for bedding down?
I am don't get to use it. I'm gonna use Song of Rest just because I can.
Okay.
It gives us additional healing on a short rest.
It's like a D4 or something, extra healing or whatever.
Yes, but it's just, soothing music, basically.
Okay.
I'm a bard.
That's fine. You play music to soothe everyone and let them get some sleep. Again, despite it being kind of this creepy, boggy, weird, swampy place, this is a very comforting place.
Mm-hmm.
Despite all of her gross dirtiness in doing surgery and all those other crazy things. It is... they do not seem to bother here. It may just be the scent of the gumbo or what. But,
There's a lot of lavender around.
They're friends. They all seem to be going after Key. Something about avenging a firefly?
I believe it's
killed our cousin!
Bug.
No. So, that's... Are you doing anything?
Sleeping.
So, as that goes, you guys...
Mittens would also make a good pillow.
Mittens would make an amazing pillow.
Does Mittens purr?
Yes.
Of course she does.
Okay.
Just saying.
So you guys get your rest, and in the morning, you guys all wake up with 10 temporary hit points.
Oh, very nice.
How do you add that to this?
So you'll have a full rest, so you should be fully healed.
Yeah,
And then I don't know on Fight Club how you do it.
You just go to the hit points thing.
Do you long hold it?
No, you just tap it, hit 10, and then hit the temp button at the bottom.
There it is. Found it.
So I don't use Fight Club, so.
This is my first time using it, so I didn't see that.
I really like it. But
Yeah, I know a lot of people who really like it, and I use the campaign builder that works with Fight Club, so.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, you guys wake up that way, and a little bit later, O'Day comes walking out.
Hello! Good morning, y'all!
Salud.
Quickly do a pat down to have all my
Morning.
stuff.
You have everything.
Okay.
Except your dignity.
Did any of the lichen grow more?
You have a nice beard now, made of lichen.
No, it did its growth already.
I didn't cast it. I didn't cast it for 8 hours to vitalize the entire
That'd be
area.
so horrible. The whole place is like way over.
Well, it basically just makes it so that whenever you harvest food, you get double.
Yeah.
So it's not as drastic. It's just.
Right.
You'd make a great farmer.
That is the truth. Now, I went done taking care of Tristan and his friend Geralt. They already made their ways.
Okay.
Figured I'd let you rest as long as you could, darlings. You went through hell.
Yeah, especially her.
Yes, that is true. She's still probably down for a long travel through there. But it'll be okay. So long as she got you. Now, where do you want O'Day to take you?
The tree. We can go back to the tree, and that way we can get back into Orissa.
Yep.
Orsina, sorry.
Orsina.
Makes sense to me.
We do have some things to do there.
Yes.
Yes.
You know,
She'll
pick
leave.
up some weapons,
But the-
overthrow a government.
My kind know that the hearts disappear in a pocket dimension.
Remember how when you said something about them coming here after you
Yeah.
guys, and she's like, "There's no way they could find you here."
But wouldn't they try to go to the last place they sensed it?
If they caught up, I mean, you guys are a long ways away,
We are.
and you haven't been gone long enough for them to travel that far.
Yes, that's true.
It's just been a few days since the caves.
Yeah.
Okay, that was just my question. I was like, wait, did they like show up in not like
Yeah, this is
soon,
it's
but
only been
like
2 or 3
It's only-
days
yeah, it's
since
literally
we
been-
found out about
yeah,
this.
It's been about
literally
three. Yeah, it's been about 3 days since you found out
we
about
didn't-
this kind of stuff.
'cause we came out.
And you traveled an extremely far distance
Traveled,
on the back
slept in
of
the
a
ruby
dragon
area.
god, basically.
Slept in
and
the-
he dropped you here.
so
You spent a
literally
day
3 days.
there. You spent a day there, or you spent a day in Orsina. You spent.
So, does the tracking spell act like the tracking spell we had, or is it like they get a sense of where it's at?
You don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
And then you spent a day here. So like you spent the day in Orsina, went the night to travel, looking after the stuff, and then
Slept
ran
at the
into
Ruby
Geralt, slept at the Ruby Heart, and then went on the travel for the next day into the building, and just dealt with that crap and stayed with O'Day. So now you're on day 3.
I'm
At
not
this
saying
point.
they're gonna show up. I was just saying, I was like, I wonder if they'd eventually show up.
They could, for sure. But now, I don't even know where to go.
Yeah.
I mean, there's more than
You
one
don't
way
know,
to track
but,
a creature.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely more than one way to track something down.
Yes, that was one of her fears.
Yeah. But you're at a very, very far distance.
Still probably would like to get out of here, kind of. Quickish.
Now, we going back to some tree?
The tree we came in on it was nearby where you found that crocodile.
Yeah. That tree that moonlighter boy to keep coming out of. Yeah.
That one.
Also, we need to take the body.
We'll bring it back to him.
Okay, well,
It is-
we'll make that easy for you.
She like turns and twists her hands, and you watch the bed of stuff that the body's laying on, just like raises up and starts walking with it.
That's not creepy.
Creepy, but okay.
That's not creepy.
It do the job. Let's go.
Another thought
Let's
that comes
go.
to mind is the Ruby Heart had a base in Orsina, yeah?
Mhm.
With a door to get to and from here.
Mm-hmm.
If they vacated that base,
Which we asked, and they said they wouldn't. Because I asked if it was abandoned, they said no. They still use it.
okay.
But they said that they would stop using it if we needed them to.
That's true, but
If
I don't know how. If we want to keep the fact that we've made a separate deal from the Onyx Tower, it might not be wise to show up from a Ruby Heart base.
Right. I think it's better to use this.
It'd also be better to pretend that we're still looking for said items.
So of course, if they think that we went off to go and kill said Ruby Hearts, then walking out of their base is kind of part of going in to do what we said we do. Or what they think we would do anyway.
Right, but if we leave and there's still Ruby Heart there,
Well, he said he wouldn't punish us if we didn't do it. He just
do
said he
you
would
trust that?
He just said he would help us if we did.
Exactly.
And we're best to hide a magical presence than in a magical city, tree in a forest.
Yes.
I mean, the best.
I'm not saying we don't go back to Orsina. I just think we might.
I mean,
want
take
to.
it from a rogue. The best way to hide something is in plain sight.
I just think we might want to go back the way we came.
Well, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're going to the tree to go through the mirror.
Yes.
I am curious where that base is located, though.
We could probably find out.
We have some time we need to spend in Orsina.
I want you to notice something,
Okay.
because it's definitely something you would notice.
Uh-huh.
Your chest wound here, the operation wound,
Uh-huh.
no longer has any catgut on it. It's not stitched up anymore,
Oh.
and it is roughly healed.
How'd that happen?
It's a really good question.
Is it furry at all?
All-knowing mama. How'd that happen?
Well, you rested till it healed, sugar.
So I have to sleep more?
You already been sleeping for 6 days.
It's been 6 days?
What?
I mean, what did you put in that gumbo?
I put the right stuff.
7 weeks
The
till
right
the.
We've all been
My
sleeping for
weapon's
6 days?
How have I been trancing for 6
Apparently.
days and not noticed?
You weren't trancing at all, sugar.
You were.
You were sleeping.
Don't sleep.
Helps trance.
Tell that to me when I listen to you snoring. Tell that to who
You
had to
snore.
shut you up.
Don't snore.
How would you know you don't sleep?
Well, exactly. By definition, if I don't sleep, I can't snore.
You do sleep, you do snore.
That got sick.
Alright, to the tree.
You don't sleep, but you can be unconscious.
I'm pretty sure I don't snore when that happens. I don't know.
the
Consensus,
tree.
you've all seen it.
To the tree.
We
Go.
So yeah, you make your way to the tree. It provides safe travel all the way there. Problem being that it is midday, and there is no opening to the tree.
I guess we wait here for nightfall.
Oh, didn't we have a mirror that he gave us that would take us back? Because he gave us an item.
You are right. He
Yeah.
did.
Oh,
You are right.
That's the whole that's all, yeah.
okay.
That's true.
I kept notes mainly because it looked pretty.
Good boy.
Hey,
Okay.
you had a mirror, by the way. to show
It was
us.
shiny, so of
Oh, we
course.
did have a mirror to show the snake.
Yeah.
So he was.
Caleb had it in
would
his
have shown
possessions. Caleb had it in his possession.
So yeah, it would just be like
This is weird.
There's another one of you. There's three
you
of
watch
me.
it like conk conk. It hits it.
This is not like water at all. It's hard like ice.
Do you look for words that stop with S?
Yeah, so yeah, Caleb had the mirror.
Okay.
That would let us back.
So using the mirror, you open the portal and make your way through the tree. When you do so,
I'll carry her body when we go through.
okay. When you do so, you just hear this.
Who goes there?
He sleeps during the day.
You watch him just kind of. It's like,
I
We have.
wait.
We're back from the forest.
Swamp.
That.
I
Place.
thought you were all dead.
Close.
Not quite, but we do have some bad news.
What?
We found your daughter. Or what was left of her.
I understand.
Sayara, that was her name.
Yes. Bring IR to me.
I'm carrying her.
Right, right.
Not like over the shoulder or anything, but respectfully.
Right.
Yeah.
He moves and lets you lay her down. And you just see just
Don't remember his name though.
I am so sorry. I should never have let you go. Thank you. Thank you for bringing my girl back. Do you still have the mirror? I assume you do.
Came had it, right?
Yeah, I'm sure he'd hand it over.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What was
You
this guy's
have a-
name?
That's what I'm trying to remember. I don't have it down.
This wasn't Ahaz, was it? No,
No.
Ahaz is the guy who's got
is
his
the guy who's enchanting all your
This
stuff.
is
Yeah.
Moonlight Sundries.
Yeah, the Moonlight
But
Sundries
I can't
is
remember
the
his
place
name.
you guys went.
Yeah, but I can't remember the shopkeep's name.
Got his daughter's name, but not
I don't know
his
if he
name.
ever gave it to us.
I don't know if you did either. Sorry, guys. Digging for info.
I know the shop's name. I just didn't write down his.
Oh yes, he did. His name's Erlin.
Oh, that's
Oh
right.
yeah, because we were
Erlen,
making fun of it.
yeah.
Is there a place that you want her laid to rest?
I will take care of that.
Okay, well, I mean, that's kind of what I do, but...
No, I understand. Thank you. Yeah, I fully respect what you do. I This is a father's job to take care of them. Should you need anything, know that I will do whatever I can. I'm sure that
I'll hold that to you.
your journey was perilous, and I am sorry.
What type of stuff did he have in his shop again?
All sorts of
Sundries.
stuff.
Just like a knick-knack shop.
So it's various,
Like a pawn shop.
various everything. Like he's got weaponry, he's got clothing, he's got different types of accessories, he's got simple knick-knack type things. He's got there are things that are definitely magical in here. There are things that are just rare, hard to find. There's a lot of stuff that's just stuff.
Yeah, I'll definitely be back here to hold you up on your offer for some things.
Don't worry, I will follow through. Thank you.
Got a few other places to go first.
We should leave. For what it's worth, I am sorry.
It's alright. Right, guys, let's go.
Yep. Make our way out.
Midday.
Yep, midday.
Well, the question is, now what? A lot of us have an item here that's going to take a month or two.
Yeah.
I suppose we...
I have some items with the onyx tower that he was gonna identify for me.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we look for the ruby heart and take our time here while we wait for our stuff to finish. I'm sure that the city has a forge somewhere if Fernando wanted to use some of the stuff he's been so diligently studying.
Very much so.
Alright, well, I got some things I need to work on.
I'm sure Kalen would like to spend some time in the library.
Yeah.
Sure, he would.
He probably would.
I would like to find any like menagerie or anything, any rare or unusual beasts. While we're
Is
here.
there a zoo?
Yeah, basically.
I thought you already did that here.
I did.
We
to
only had a
begin
brief
with.
period.
Yeah,
we literally
gotcha.
spent a few hours in the city and then left.
And I'm sure I can gather some more interesting tidbits while we're here.
Alright, I need something from you guys. Anything you don't want, I kind of need.
For what?
I got a plan.
What's your plan?
It's a secret.
It's not exactly confidence-inspiring, Bird.
Well, most of you guys owe me gold,
Yeah.
so I'm going to be paying that favor.
Okay.
Very well, if this is what you want.
I
the
got a
favor
few
to be.
things I need to hit, but you guys are going to like this.
All right. What
Oh.
nature of thing do you want?
I don't know. Any junk you're carrying around that you don't want to carry around anymore.
I'll give you my spare weapon here. It is a scimitar.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever used it.
I used it at the very beginning
Yeah.
Then he got an
before I
axe.
was able to turn into a bear.
Yeah. Then he got an axe that he never uses because he turns into a bear.
Yeah, which is the whole purpose of why I wanted to get it different.
So yeah, basically any junk items that you probably would have sold anyways.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't really
Oh,
have
here's the
anything.
tinderbox. We don't need that.
I give you a vial of perfume that I happen to have.
There you go.
Let me look through. While we're at this, doing this stuff, who gave stuff for items to be
I did.
enchanted?
Hold on. Because I know some people are not here and I have it written down.
I did.
Okay.
Kalen did, I did, Ariel did, and Bjorn did.
Mine said it was going to take 2 months.
What did you buy?
I just want you to
Poisons.
write down
You need the poison.
the thing
Mm-hmm.
and what you
So
were kind of
here's the
looking
thing
for,
with this,
because
I
I want to
may or
make
may
sure
not
that I
end
don't
up
screw up, because
using
I'm going to go
this
back and
to
look
go
at the
in
Well,
my
I'm
things
thinking
that
just
you
like
do.
just
Yeah.
the things you
But then I have a card
picked up
that
or like no
you
longer
wrote on.
use, so-
I'm going to then respond.
And
give
the
you a
item in
card with
question that I
information
may or
on
may
it.
not have
Okay.
use for is
So-
I have one of the scale shirts from
Take
one of the
those,
Yakima.
pass
I
them
have-
around,
yeah.
just right on the
Excuse me.
back side, the clear side. What it was
I
and
have
what it was
one.
meant to do,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will give you back something cool.
Most expensive perfume vial you've ever bought off of me.
I
How
don't
much
think it
is
was
it
for
worth?
me.
Well, it's not
This one's
worth.
for Caleb.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't remember what
I'll
Caleb
give you
had.
things that
That's
do
okay.
not
Yeah.
amount to 2 million.
No, I was just
Caleb
saying you
should
basically
remember
because
what
you
Caleb
called in.
had, so.
I mean, you called in the favor for
Yeah,
it.
you-
Right?
Can I
You
go
gave
get the
in
ones
your
that were being
Sword, your
identified?
bone
Yeah,
sword.
you have the
Yeah.
card. You have the cards I
Yeah.
gave you,
Yes.
right?
But will he give
Caleb,
them to me without?
Caleb gave his pack blade in, and he wanted it to get it so it could sense demons or demon holders.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gave your battle axe,
He wanted to be able to do some different things.
and then I
Yeah.
just gave 2 plain daggers.
I got 2 poisons.
Mm-hmm.
But we never
We
wrote
never-
it down.
we
We've
never
never
wrote it
really
down.
wrote it down.
Gotcha.
But then this time there are a few things that I did want to do, and one of those things actually very much involves Caleb, so I can't really do that at the moment.
That's okay.
But
Or
With the great axe, the way he had
Timing.
described it, he was going to combine it with 2 other items he had.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright.
Just wanted to make sure I remember that correctly.
Yeah, he's gonna combine it with something else so
Yeah.
that he could make a really cool weapon for you.
what trouble can we get into while
In
waiting
my
for
downtime here, I will also be.
It says 2
Bro-
plain daggers.
Yeah, I just gave him 2 daggers. Just
Right. But what did you want them to do?
I told him to think
Or to
of
just come
something.
up with something.
What did Caleb say he wanted? to do?
Caleb wanted his to be able to notify him of a demon or demon pact. And then I think there's some other things, but I can't remember. I just wrote down who.
who borrowed money, and everyone had to borrow money in order to
Yeah,
do
except
this stuff.
Mittens didn't borrow and Nero didn't borrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you just called in a 500,000 gold favor from me, and
Well,
now I have
my
this
favor's
perfume.
still going. I haven't finished my favors yet.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you giving me items is not 5,000.
No.
I
But-
know you gave. Yeah, 500,000.
Yeah. No, but you called in the favor, and like, if that's what you want to use your favor for,
Well, this is just the beginning.
maybe by your reckoning. We'll see.
Okay.
Do you want me to go over my master plan?
Do you want to tell them your master plan?
Well, it's gonna happen in this 2 months downtime we have apparently.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to. I don't think I have his name written down. The guy we got our enchantings done.
Ahaz.
Ahaz. I didn't write down his name. I'm gonna go to him, and I'm gonna ask him if he would like to sponsor us, and if he knows if there's any buildings for sale.
Ahaz.
Mm-hmm. I want him to sponsor a new guild that's going to be popping up.
Okay.
And I'm also going to go to Erlin of the Moonlight Sundries as well. And I'm going to give them items that we have found on our journeys that they could possibly use, and promise them many more items from our journeys.
Okay.
And ask them to sponsor us in starting a new guild. If they know of a place that is for sale, that is in a good area. And that they would sponsor us, and we would offer them any extra items that we found on our journeys.
I have one question for you before you do this. Do you find that a wise decision given the situation with Shalia?
Well, we got a month in this city.
Well, you've got a month till you get something back from people in the city.
By setting up camp here.
Is setting up camp in the city a wise decision, given that you are carrying one thing in a bag and another in her chest?
Technically, it's in a pocket
dimension.
connected to the bag.
Yes.
So is
And
your heart.
not that they can't, not saying
It's
they're
just
gonna track it,
also
but I'm
connected
saying
to our
like you
heart,
do
yeah.
have it upon you guys, right?
Well, right now I'm just wondering if they will sponsor us and if they have buildings. Once I find out that those, I will tell the group and put it to
Okay.
the vote. But I want to get it all going. And it's like
Also, during this downtime, I am going to be using the healing herbs I have, growing more healing herbs, and using these to create healing potions for
Okay.
2 months.
holy crap. Yeah, yours is taking 2 months, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because this is crazy.
Yeah. It's a okay time frame for it.
Yeah.
And I would just be spending the 2 months gathering as much gossip and rumors and interesting tidbits as I possibly could.
Okay.
Going around to, various taverns, playing on street corners, all that stuff.
Okay.
I'd also recommend that we also ask if anyone has heard about either the ruby heart or the wand while we are going out and doing these things.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we can keep up that appearance.
Okay. Cool.
Just don't ask Ahaz.
I'd probably be trying to convince these guys that why are we staying here for some weapons when the world is going to die?
Do you want to fight the Yagamoth without weapons?
We have other weapons that we can use. Here, have some weapons.
Yeah, she actually went to the Onyx Tower. She had
Oh.
a bunch of weapons that she took. She went to the Onyx Tower. Well, if she's going to the Onyx Tower to get them back,
Mm-hmm.
those are the identified weapons.
I think anyone else is welcome to.
Yeah, because he doesn't use
He likes
metal.
bone things.
Okay, but you got your spells. You don't even use your sword that much.
But I'm fond of it.
So we'll come back and get it later.
I am totally okay with us going to do this now, especially now that Shalia's heart thing is not leading them towards us.
Exactly.
I also would understand people not wanting to just pick up a new weapon when they had invested so much into the ones they have. But your thing,
They can come
Is-
back and get their weapons
So,
later.
when you go to Ahaz and Erlin, Ahaz is like,
You can pass that around.
well, I'm not exactly
Yeah.
into sponsoring people.
Actually, real quick, does the bow have any? Is the bow have any metal on it?
No.
No. Okay.
The bow would be usable by you.
Might take the bow. Actually, is it a long bow or is it a short bow?
It's a longbow.
It's a long bow. Let me even see if I have proficiency
You
with
don't
that.
have-
I don't. Never mind.
Wait.
There's also a heavy crossbow on the back.
Simple weapons: hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, and short swords. Nope. I can't use any of those.
Sorry.
Also, I wouldn't touch the
Anything made with metal.
Right.
yeah, and
Crossbow.
crossbows do
Yeah.
have metal in them.
Ahaz doesn't seem to be the most in on the idea. Like, interesting, but not exactly for me. I have too many that I have not been able to trust, which is why the blades hang above your heads. When you go to Erlin, though, I assume you're going to go to him after he's had a little bit of time.
Yeah.
With all the stuff that you give him, all these various different
Yeah, I
things.
give him the scimitar, the vial perfume. I have like the halberds and rusty weapons there. I got some of my knickknacks I've collected over the times. I got like the key rings, like some like charms and stuff.
I'd send you with a few healing potions as well, since we're going to be making so many here.
He's like,
Literally just like things we've collected on our journey.
this is quite the collection.
And it's like-
Exactly the kind of things that I do.
And with the adventures we go on, we can bring you more.
That's wonderful. I would be
This is-
happy.
this is from-
Those are
it's
magical
the
weapons. Those are the
magic
magical
that
weapons that
Midget
she
had identified.
was able to identify and get.
I'll look at it later. Right now.
I did not actually give any weapons up, so
Oh, these are the ones I'm in.
Look at the bow. I think that might be good for you.
the bow.
Right. I would be more than happy to help, as currently I have been taking a bit of a break. Understandably, I would think. But it's just not in me right now.
We understand, and we don't want to be out there in the public. We kind of want to be the hush-hush.
Mm-hmm.
Not,
I'm gonna take that bow though.
not
so.
thieves, even though I am one. And here we go. Just put something.
Glowing recommendation of yourselves. I'm a thief.
And
But we don't want to.
I just like put something on the table that I saw shiny in this store. It's like, sorry.
I am gonna take that bow.
But we would be ones to be doing the missions that not anyone wants to do.
Well, as far as
The guild that's known by word of mouth, not by a sign out front.
well, then I think that you would do better to start with me, build some reputation. You've already found my daughter. That was one good thing.
I mean, most of this group that we came in with has their own agenda, but we can always branch out later.
Well, fine. I believe that maybe you might be able to help me. There is an item that I believe would be
What, you
up
want the
your
bow
alley.
too?
I've not been able to just dig in and take it myself. It's a bit much for me. But I wish to find the crystal eye. On an old Cyclops. They've said that it lay somewhere out beyond the swamps. Some believe that Ska'ar have it in one of their camps. We might worship it. I think it's something related to them, just larger. Because they believe it is still so the stories say it is still positioned in the skull of the creature. If you find it, bring it back to me and I can pay you handsomely. And your name will definitely spread. What should I call you?
Well, right now, the group doesn't really know I'm doing this. I need to go back. I'm just wanting to make sure it's possible before we start.
Well, it is, if you
But even if they say no, I will still keep an eye out for a crystal eye.
I
know,
wouldn't be surprised.
I do
for
like
you.
shiny.
Yes.
One thing that will come along with this sponsor is we do need a place of residence.
Place of residence.
Somewhere we could call it a home base. But again, nothing with a flashy sign out front that announces our guild to the world. An attic, back storage that we could renovate into housing for.
How about I do this instead? I don't believe you being here might be the wisest of choices. It seems there's something. You may not be on the good side of the Onyx Tower after a little while.
No, not really.
If that's the case, I can do this for you. He goes and he grabs a box with rings in it. He says, "Take these. Give them to your friends. And then come back here. I have a doorway that can lead you to a place that you can stay. Should people wish to get your business, they can come through me. And that will be how I shall sponsor you. I take a small cut.
Small cut and any unwanted treasures of ours that we find.
Yes. And should I find something that will be useful for you, I will definitely make sure it comes your way. Is that agreeable?
That does sound agreeable.
Good.
Now I will go pitch this to the rest, and I will come back. And hopefully we can get this business started. Man, my dad's gonna be so proud. Oh wait, he's after me.
My dad's gonna be so
Super-
proud. Oh,
Maybe.
maybe not so much.
Who knows? This is not the first time Key's gone and set up a base of operations.
Okay,
Just
so
not for So I'm gonna go back, meet up with everybody.
you let everybody know about the situation that you've got here, that he's offered a place for you guys to be, to set up a base and be a guild, and gave rings to you.
And he said that this place that we can go to with these rings is going to be out of the eyes of the Onyx Tower and any other basic searching parties.
So a good hide a hole.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
All we have to do is just give him some treasures we find all along our way. And maybe do some things for him and from other people.
I do believe it would be a good idea to have a base.
Yes. We do, though. I'm assuming this is happening after Mittens has asked, "Why are we still here?"
Oh yeah, I'm sure I
Yeah.
would have said that
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Though, as
This is probably taking Key a lot of days to kind of go around and
Mittens
Getting
pointed
going.
out, we do still have to deal with whatever the Yagamoth are planning.
Well, we kind of
Cause-
threw a wrench in their plans.
For now, but
In one of their
frankly,
plans.
frankly,
Right.
I think things would get rather boring around here if they managed to succeed in what they're attempting to do.
It's true.
No life. Yeah, kind of boring.
Yeah. Though, O'Day did mention that much of what happens with the mark is still up to Shalia. It might be wise to let her sort of adjust and recover from having her heart replaced with a magical artifact before we...
And if you don't want to sit around for a month, we can go on. He already gave us one mission. It's
Yes.
not down to the Yagamoth, but there are Scar involved that need to be taken care of.
That's tempting, but
I
you,
know
man.
that gets your murder bone going.
That was just perfect.
The tail starts twitching. Says Scar.
Apparently there's an object they have that Erlin wants.
I just don't know how long the Yagamoth are gonna sit there and wait and be like, oh, well, we shouldn't take these relics and put this god in it because, we should wait a month or so.
They still don't know that they've lost they still don't know that the
More.
mark.
That's just one part of their plan, though.
I mean, that's true, but if Shalia isn't ready and we take her to them, we may be making it easier for their plan to succeed.
How about this? At the very least, let's go and do this mission so that Shalia can see if any side effects happen because of her heart being a magical object now.
Think of it as a trial.
I also need you to make me a D100 roll. Two of them.
That was a 22. And a 68.
Okay. Okay. Huh. Okay. So. Yeah. Yes.
I took the nightingale bow that she had in her stuff. How
okay.
long's the attunement? Just said attunement.
You are attuned to it by the time you guys are at this point. It's been days.
Okay. That's all I asked.
So while you guys have been doing this, you have had Mittens pressing, and now you're like, well, we have something else we can do. You guys do have some equipment if you want to use it. That's magical and useful. And he's come with a job saying that this guy will pay us, and it gives us something to do while we wait and set ourselves up. Are you guys? Are you interested in at least seeing what he's got to offer? Even Mittens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Mittens, with the rolls that you made, while they have been talking, right? Maybe one insight check too.
15.
Okay. While they've been talking, you are still concerned, obviously, because you know that they have items that are of decent power from things that you know within your religion. There's been a part in the back of your mind that you feel like, and you kind of felt a little bit from the beginning of it, you're like, there's no way that they can make use of this. There's just no way. He wouldn't serve them. Like, he wouldn't give any form of power to them. But there's always that worry in the back, you know, and that worry that hits so hard. You're just like, I just want them out of their hands because they're, if nothing else, they're desecrating my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're desecrating something that's important to me. But there's kind of always that thing that kind of keeps hitting a little bit. It's not strong, which is why you keep pressing to want to take care of it. Of, there's no way on earth they could actually use this. Like, they can't. You know? And so while the rest of the group has kind of said, like, we're not sure if we can go down there and handle it yet because Shalia's not possibly ready, we may not be ready to face them. That's kind of been the point of like, okay, I understand, and that hope that they just haven't been able to use it is the one thing that keeps you with them, not just running off after this stuff. And so that's kind of where you're at. You're like sitting there on this thing of, there's no way, please tell me there's no way they can use this. But you don't have any strong confirmation one way or the other on that. You still are worried, obviously. As you guys go to talk with Erlin, he...
So on the way there, I was like, now the most important thing is we need to figure out a name. I was thinking Secret Keepers. No? Oh, fine.
Laughing at Fairy.
You have any other better ideas, Fariel?
How about this one? Keeper of Souls. No?
I think we need to have a talk.
Just ideas. Yeesh.
You've been staring
Or
into the
Cena
abyss a little
fried
too long,
cake.
little one.
Guild of the Red Book.
How about Wasina Fried Kenku?
I like that. We can start a restaurant.
Okay. No. Come here.
If you
I'll
want
give you
to
guys time to think about it.
if you're going to go with secret keepers or whatever, why not just be the Watchers?
Isn't that one already taken?
Yeah.
By me. I don't have a patent.
Technically, you're part of the group, so I mean.
Yeah, well, it's up to discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Any ideas there? Fernando.
Give me a minute. I'll think of something.
Shalia.
No. We're all gonna die.
Björn.
I don't know of a name right off the top of my head here.
We'll make this a discussion for
Yeah,
the week.
this
That's
is
fine. That's fine.
Something we will.
The unlikely.
I mean, this is something I did just bring up, so.
The litter box.
Right.
Unwilling helpers.
The place where she keeps taking dumps.
Will just be called unwilling helpers.
Unwilling helpers. So yeah, you guys go, and he shook.
Acquisitions Corporated.
I think that was taken.
Nope. Nope. You guys go to Erlin. He shows you guys how to use the rings.
Yeah, I can distribute them.
What are these rings made out of?
They're made of gold.
That's acceptable.
That's acceptable.
Did you expect them to be of bone?
I just didn't. I was actually asking out of character more than.
sorry.
More importantly, what do they do?
They're going to let you through the door.
Okay.
So he leads you guys back into a different area in his shop, separate and like completely separated off. He like opens a secret door in the wall that leads to another part of his place.
The secret door.
It's a secret
Secret
door to
tunnel.
a door.
Secret tunnel. Anyway, you guys go there, and you watch him. You guys watch him rub the ring that he has, and the door opens. You can do the same. All of you have a mark or a gem or something in the ring that will activate it.
Squeak, squeak. Ooh. I think it needs to be lubed.
Do you have a name for these items, Matt?
Rings. Just kidding.
Passage rings. I don't know.
Yeah, we can just call them a ring of passage.
Ring of Passage allows travel through certain things.
Activates a secret door in your guys' base.
All right.
This is where I began Moonlight Sundries. And since I have closed shop there, as I no longer exactly hold myself with Iskilid.
Ooh, how about the Moonlight Hunters? No?
That's better.
Yeah.
We're still thinking of a name, apparently.
Yeah. It's harder than you think.
It is. This is a long travel between places, but I did not want to carry everything when I moved.
Along that vein, Ladrones de Luna, Thieves of the Moon.
But I said we're not a thieves guild.
The Moon Snatchers.
Shadow Keepers.
Shadow Keepers. You can continue to find. You can continue to
Put a
stay
pin in
going.
it.
We'll put a pin in that.
Through this door is a place you can stay. If you guys go through, you find yourselves. It's a cozy little place. It looks like it is bordered amongst some taller buildings. As you look out through a window, you see the city of Iskilid.
Oh. Fast travel.
This is just the one room. You guys go throughout. You can see there are a few rooms that obviously used to be an old store, like a store shop type thing. This is the back room.
How far away would you say Iskilid is?
Thousands of miles. Like
No. From the actual base where we can see it.
you are in Iskilid.
Oh, we are in the city itself.
Yes.
Think about
The
like
base is
Sirius
in
Black
the city.
House. We're like smack dab in the middle of
Yep.
towers.
Okay, sorry. I thought it was like
No, no,
we're
no.
on a hill somewhere
You're
and we
smack
can see
dab
it
in the middle of the city.
Okay.
So that's where he used to sell the Moonlight Sundries. That's where he started shop.
Oh,
was
okay.
at Iskilid. And he said, "I'm no longer really aligned with the way that they do things."
Sorry, I was entering things
It's okay.
in.
You're fine.
And he's like, I don't really put myself with them anymore. And so when I moved my stuff, I didn't really want to carry it all across. So he went to Orstina, set up a sigil, and moved his crap, and then shut shop. So yeah, he's offering you his place. Again, like I said, this is like a back room storage. You go back. There's a couple of those, and then it opens up to like an actual shop area. There's a couple of places up above that are like places you can stay, some rooms and things.
Oh, this is excellent.
And the favor that I'm calling in from all those who do Omen Gold is just to help. I mean, what better way to form unity than to be a guild? And it's a guild of our own.
Yeah.
We make the rules.
This does open. The front door opens and leads a long stairway down, stopping at the other places as well. So you guys are on top of like a 6-story building that you'd have to walk down to get to the main thoroughfare. You are not in the
Central Ring.
you're not in the Radiant District anymore.
Mhm.
You guys are out in you're in an outer ring, in a further out ring.
Okay.
By the look of it, you're probably like one ring out, so you're in more like an artisan's area.
Okay. Well, if we've got this easy travel between the two, then that changes what I would do for downtime a little bit. But yes.
I didn't know this would happen, so
Yeah.
I thought it would just be
Yeah.
like, yeah, sure, I got like extra
And-
space in the storage house.
So, well then, as a guild member, allow me to give you a little bit of advice in the future when dealing with Fae. Don't say you're calling in the deal until you have all of the details, or they won't fulfill the later parts.
I was still getting all of it together. I really didn't think it would work.
Oh, I understand. And this I will do for free, because this I like.
Okay. So we've got this set up. You guys have a neat place. Oh, you
I
look
have
like
so
you're
much
all-
stuff I want to do, man.
You have
So-
lots to do. We have lots to think about. You have a name to create and come up with. And
I'll talk about this and some other things when the stream
right,
ends.
any possible job to do as well, while you're waiting on some things. But
Mhm.
there's a lot that can be done now that you guys have travel between two major cities.
I can gather information from two
Really
different
didn't
cities,
expect that.
which is awesome because you can ferret out the misinformation easier that way.
Right. So, I'm going to leave our stream this way. Now, guys, before I finish, I need to let those who are watching know that there is a possibility that we may have to take a break for a while. We're going to talk about it as a group, but just because we have some people within the game who may have to take a very, very long break, and it might cause some issues there, we are going to decide how we're going to deal with things. Next week will be the decider on how things are going to go. So if next week is our last one for a while, that'll be okay. We'll make sure that you guys are informed to know how to keep up with us and follow and get back to when we do. And if it's not, then we will just continue to try and make sure you guys know when and where and how things are going to happen. Because if a day has to change or something like that, we'll do that. But to those who have been with us and watched and stayed with us, thank you so much. We love you guys. We hope you had a good time tonight. If you did, please share it. Tell people about it, because if we do have more people coming to this, we definitely are not going to be stopping for a while. We'll do our best to keep people. We don't want you to disappear on us. We thank you very much for being here with us. Thank you to Spice and Rose, because I know she's still working on stuff for us as well.
She's working on a few things for her job, and then she'll get started on Bjorn.
Yeah.
She sent a character sketch a while ago, but she's gonna just send me more. But she has another commission that's a bit smaller, so she's gonna finish that and then
That's
get back to ours. So.
And yeah, gives us even more motivation to make sure that we're still doing this stuff, because we want her to be able to show off that awesome art.
I mean, Mittens and Caleb's just already looks amazing.
Yeah. If you like this stuff, you can find us on YouTube. You can catch up with everything there on the Studio Nathan site. Find us on Facebook under Forgotten World Adventures. It's obvious which one we are, because there is a New Zealand travel site as well. You can follow us on Discord via Studio Nathan. There's a separate Forgotten World Adventures section, but we also do other stuff. We play video games. I think Nathan was trying to update his Overwatch recently.
No, that was
That's me.
Oh, it was Alan trying to update his
I need to
Overwatch.
update it if I do play.
But yeah, so we do play games there. If you guys want to join and hang out with us, you can do that there as well.
Make sure when you join, this is for us as well, there is now an introductory channel. Go there, put just a few sentences of who you are, if you have what you do, if you have your own channels and stuff that you do, you can post your links there. That's just a place to tell the Discord who you are, and then use the other channels as they're marked for general chat, gaming chat, tabletop chat, arts, crafts. There's some vocal channels that, and we're constantly working on it and updating the Discord.
Great. Yeah, stick with us, guys. We will not be just ending off and disappearing on you guys. We have big plans to be able to keep this going, even if it takes a little bit of time to make that happen. But we will keep pressing forward. We love you guys, and thank you. Have a good night, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.